New Year!
Where's my dice?
Coming to you live from where we live.
Whoa!
Except me, 'cause I don't live here.
That's valid. But you did once upon a time?
No.
No, actually, I've never lived in this house.
Not the childhood.
None of us-
Well,
none
not
of
the
us have.
house, but the state.
That is a child-only, or child-free household, that one.
Welcome in, everybody, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Reality Break 20, where we take a break from the real world to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons! Ah!
What a perfect
Yeah, that
opportunity.
sounded like hurt. That didn't sound angry. That sounded hurt. Are you okay, D?
No!
Hug it up. Hug it up.
I
hug it
just
up.
missed you guys so much.
It's been a while.
What
It's
that
been a
totally blends
while.
out with your background. What a perfect opportunity to ask, how do we sound? Can you hear us all? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is the music good? Let us know how it is. We're all been on break. We're a little bit rusty. And yeah, so let's get right on into this spiel. We have been off for a few weeks. We hope you all had a lovely holiday break and a lovely New Year celebrations and all of that with your family and friends and however you celebrate that. We have been also doing the same thing, but we've also been doing a bunch of other stuff too, like you can find us all over the interwebs. Who wants to go first?
I volunteer
Tony
as
wants to go
tribute.
first. It's tribute.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
There we
Tony.
go.
Tell them what they've won.
You've won an all-expenses-paid trip to D&Dville. Yes, that's right, folks. D&Dville, where we all walk around and pretend to fight dragons with swords, and we do that by rolling these magical dice. Now, where can you talk about all the adventures you have? You can talk about it on our Discord server. That's right. It is called the Break Room. Link is in all of the applicable places. And you can go in there and we talk about D&D, we talk about video games, we talk about TTRPGs, memes are posted. We have conversations about cosplaying, which I know is popular amongst a few of us here. And it's a cool place to hang out. So we want you to come on in, hang out with us. And that's a fun place to hang out when you're not on stream to talk really about anything. We've done our best to try to make it a safe place so you can come in there, talk about whatever you want, and not feel like you're going to be judged or anything like that. It's a fun, safe environment for all that we're very proud of. So go to the authentic break room, no substitutes, to be a breaker, just like
Breaker,
us. No,
officially.
we're not breakers. We're not breakers. We are Reality Break. We're not the
We're
breakers.
No,
break
we're
as
like-
if
We're the original breakers.
Yeah,
Oh, gee.
Like original gangsters, but like original breakers.
or the
Oh, gee.
OBs.
It's nerdier.
Oh,
We're not cool,
gee.
we're nerdy.
I tell you
Why?
what.
Well,
I don't know.
well, Dee, on that note, why don't you tell our friends about another place that we've been getting kind of popular on the internet?
Our lovely,
MySpace.
lovely TikTok. Did you say ice pants?
MySpace.
MySpace. I heard mice pants. MySpace.
No, we don't wear pants,
Everybody,
dude. That's
Reality
the
Break
whole
20
point
on
of the stream.
mypants.com. No, TikTok. You can
it's not
follow us
org,
over
actually.
on TikTok. We post regular
MySpace.
content on there. Christy does her tidbit of the week every Friday. We post other random kind of stupid videos, and you'll also see us do some unboxings on there as well. But yeah, Reality Break 20 on TikTok.com. Question mark? I don't know. .org.
We are absolutely on LiveJournal, Jeff. Absolutely, we are on LiveJournal.
Tumblr. Follow us on Tumblr. You'll get into some weird stuff.
At least that one's
I'm
still
pretty
out.
sure we actually have a Reality Break 20 Tumblr.
Nice.
I think we took it out just to have the name, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Nice.
That's where we keep all the fanfic.
I didn't do that one. So, although I
so
am
then
on
maybe
Tumblr
not.
quite frequently.
Submit your
Same.
Reality Break 20 fanfic, your RBCU fanfics to the Reality Break 20 Tumblr.
Oh
Do
my
it.
god.
Don't. I
Do
don't
it.
want to know.
Well, Christy, I know you don't want to know about fanfics, but
Yeah.
I know the fans want to know about your dice box and where it came from.
Oh, sure. Let me get it out. So I want to know about fanfic, just not fanfic about our characters, because my dice box is from
How
Hexwood
dare you.
Creations. Right here, hexwoodcreations.com. He has a Ko-Fi where he has all of his stuff. And it's a really nice dice box that fits together that I'm gonna hurt my fingers with. And it has a logo on the back.
It's a mimic.
And you can shake it all up, and the dice won't go anywhere. This one also has a handy slot for like a pencil or whatever, and there's different configurations. But if you go to Hexwood Creations,
They will go somewhere if you
.com.
dump them without the lid on.
Yes, don't dump them
That is
without the lid. If you go to hexwoodcreations.com and use code RB20, that's Romeo Bravo 20, that will get you a little bit of a discount and let him know that we sent you. He does dice boxes, he does cutting boards and charcuterie boards and dice towers, and he does a lot of commissions. So if you like the look of this but you want a different configuration on the inside, he also does like the felt on the inside is different colors. You can commission him to do one. And the other cool thing about these, and it's probably what I'm going to buy next, is he does inserts. So you can like stack them. So you can like have an insert in between. And I'm probably going to buy one because I just keep getting more dice and I need a place to put them. So yeah, just go check out hexwoodcreations.com. There'll be a link down in the chat for it, and use code RB20.
Now, speaking of all those dice you keep on getting, Bill, where are they getting all those dice?
From places that sell dice.
Wow.
Wow! Like this nifty set that I got. That you can see it. Kind of, sort of,
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway,
Put it in front of your face. Perfect. Perfect.
But
Huzzah.
no, you can get all kinds of nifty dice from all kinds of nifty places. But let me tell you what, there's one specific that we work with that has all kinds of nifty things. And you know what? I haven't even opened up the box yet.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like a moon. It's like a beacon in the sky. It's the Dungeons and Dragons signal instead of a bat signal. The D&D
everyone,
signal.
light the dragon signal.
It's Dragon Nest. It's amazing. They have dice and things. And all these things you can have if you go check out dragonnest.com. In fact, we have a little link that we have going in our thing, which is right there. We are so excited to announce a new collaboration with Dragon's Nest Delivery. Use code RealityBreak at dragonnestdelivery.com. And you get 50%
and you
off
have to-
your purchase.
15.
and
Wait.
make sure you
They
capitalize the
have
R
snacks?
D.
And it's all one word.
They're snacks.
Yeah.
I just read that they're
They're
snacks.
snacks, yes.
They're snacks?
Yeah, and this is our very
There's
first
snacks.
ever.
There's Japanese snacks.
They're snacks.
And this is our first ever affiliate partnership. So when you use that code to give yourself a discount, you're also helping support the stream a little bit, which is amazing.
You
So
got to
it's a
watch this.
win-win-win.
First time it's opening.
Things fell out. Look,
This
he's
looks
got
like
real
a little
seals.
chocolate thing. That
What
looks-
is this?
Mine
actually
was
really delicious.
banana.
Mine looks like chocolate. It actually looks really good. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, we have got a lot of exciting opportunities coming our way, just getting on the horizon, and things like this Dragon's Nest Delivery being one of our very first affiliate partnerships. So we're really proud to have you along for the ride. We also have our YouTube channel expanding. None of that's going to work with your background.
Oh, I see this.
Our YouTube channel is expanding. You can find all of our reruns exclusively on YouTube now. We are looking.
We are not sponsored by YouTube though.
We are not. Hashtag
Bro,
not
that'd be
sponsored
dope.
yet.
Yet.
But so, we are kind of looking into some possibilities for some live content or otherwise content on YouTube other than just reruns. So drop your suggestions in the Discord or in the box down in our gorgeous About section.
Gorgeous About section.
If you scroll down there, it's beautiful with art made by our wonderful Devin.
There's me.
That one.
That
That
one.
individual.
I got 2 dice sets in this.
Am I forgetting anything else tonight?
Yeah, you get a set of resin dice and a set of metal dice
I
with
see
every
this.
package.
Are we forgetting anything else? Memorable moments on stream. How can we capture those?
The most
Oh my
Claire,
gosh.
Claire,
Oh my God.
Claire, how do we do that? How do we do that?
Well, see, you have to do this very complicated process called clipping. And it's actually very easy. All you gotta do is click the little movie clapper thing, and I forget how you do it on mobile. Kaylee knows, but yeah, if you're on PC, at least there's a little
click on
movie
the screen
clapper.
and click the movie clapper.
Okay, Cool. So yeah, there's a little movie clapper, and you can take a clip of your most memorable favorite moments of us, or if you just want to watch, clip the entire stream if you just want to watch it again sometime. Don't do that. That would probably
That's called a
break
highlight.
Twitch.
That would break your
Yes.
computer or phone. Like, it would literally explode. Don't
It'll
do
break
that.
me.
But if you do want to watch us again,
It'll break
we obviously
reality.
have our reruns. But any funny moments may end up on TikTok, so you better look out for clippable moments. Don't just be, distracted by Tony's face. You gotta get those clips in.
I mean,
Just a very distracting face.
When you say that, I feel like Giga Chad.
No.
I
Alright,
got the
folks.
jawline for it, just not the actual attractiveness. So
I think for a first stream back after our nice little holiday break, this has been quite a decent spiel. But what do you
Spiel.
say we get on to the thing?
this is the thing.
Let's do it. Welcome.
That's my Viking chant.
Oh,
Surrounded by
providing
oceans.
sound effects for this one.
In a world that's made of water, Kevin Costner's nowhere to be seen.
Drinking
Instead,
his own
it's
urine.
Poland.
Oh my god, what?
You haven't seen Waterworld?
You've never seen Waterworld? It starts off with him filtering his own urine and drinking
Anyway, it's an 80s or 90s movie. Go on.
Anyway, back to the story.
it. Hooray!
Think
So-
of Mad Max except in water.
And actually,
Yeah.
let me hop onto our beautiful map screen for you all. We
Yeah,
are
let's go.
about halfway through our journey along the high seas. They're just barely touching the big sea, is what it's called. Sailing from Hazelport to the island of Wayhaven. And our adventurers are about halfway through their week-long sailing journey, which means they've sort of passed a really pivotal point where there's no more land in sight, and it's only ocean on the horizon. So that, and we had a lot of excitement going on over the first few days of the journey. Some sea shanties being sang, some gambling being done, lots of drinking being done, because Dominic still has an impervious constitution for sobriety. I believe you're getting on your last couple days here.
I think I have 3 days left.
Because it was a
3
total of
days
5,
left.
right?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
it
3
was
days
the day
left of
before
drinking.
you
I
all
have it
left.
written down. I also up here in very dark. I have a lizard.
The drinking, it was getting rough.
Yes. we had an exciting moment where Dominic has acquired a lizard friend that is not quite sure if it's a friend yet, but it is a lizard nonetheless, which he had to crawl amongst the cargo hold and search for a little nest of a lizard that had been hiding amongst the vermin in the food.
To be fair, the lizard was keeping it safe from bugs.
Yep.
So
Yeah. True. I guess lizards eat bugs.
they do.
And
So they were keeping the supplies fresh, which may now be a problem. Thanks, Dee.
You're welcome.
We also had a few pretty cool, notable events. The party witnessed a star shower on the first night or two out on an ocean, where some of the party had never seen, especially so many shooting stars before, but I don't know if there were any that had not seen any at all before. But it was definitely a notable event where you could see tens of shooting stars per hour, pretty much. And it was the one near the spring equinox. We had some tea making lessons from Ashrin to Darnat, who learned a very valuable lesson about tea and how long it should be steeped, and has changed his whole tea making game. Have I missed any other notes or things the party wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, Roland had a couple of crisis of identities, but he just talked it through with his friends. So, other than that, I think we're good.
Yeah, Rowan's sort of not sure how much hope to feel and things like that for the times ahead.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think you did an excellent job of recapping. Thank you.
Thank you.
The recap.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
So
You're welcome.
As far as the days for Dominic, it was 5 days from the beginning for the sobriety thing, right?
Yes, that sounds right.
I was just counting up the days.
Mhm.
So May 14th was Dominic's birthday. And then that was also the same day that like everything happened. So that was the day that it started.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've had 2 days on ship. So he said he has 3 days left.
Okay. To clarify, if everyone's okay with it, I'd like to fast forward through at least 1 day, and because I'd like you to be halfway through the journey tonight. So you're about 3.5, almost 4 days through your journey.
Hooray!
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
Dominic's just gonna
then
kill his
on
liver.
Fantasy May 17th.
Sure.
I'm just trying to keep track.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That's one more day forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they've been on the
Yeah.
ocean for 3 days.
Yeah, and honestly, I think at this point, with Roland kind of talking through his concerns with Ashrin, like the first night that we were out and about, I think he's going to probably kind of keep it a little low-key for the rest of the journey. Just, help out around the ship where he can, not... Because I don't think he wants to get himself too worked up either way about either the joy of what could be found there or the frustration. So I think he's going to try to keep steady Eddie by, just trying to keep busy around the ship as much as he can during the day, and then all that. So
Yeah.
he's keeping his nose clean for the rest of the journey, basically.
Ramasha's got to keep checking out Roland as well because of just knowing that, as well as now this is Ramasha's. Did I just say Roland's got to keep track of Roland?
Nope, you said Ramasha.
No, you're good. You're right.
It's like, wait, I don't remember saying Ramasha, but anyway.
You're good, bud.
I'm just gonna keep track of Roland, make sure he's okay, and this is my neck of the woods now, so I'm just gonna try to be a good host to everybody.
Yeah. Showing him around the boat. You were very busy with meetings over the first couple of days.
Yeah, for sure. And now I want to incorporate my
Your
friends,
duties.
get everybody all set, and make sure everyone is taken care of in whatever way they need.
Yeah. Ashrin's been enjoying the view. Right?
Mhm.
Mostly.
Ashton would be helping out in the kitchen as much as possible.
Yep.
Just where that's the place where she's comfortable. So she doesn't know anything about sailing or
Yep.
tying knots or things like that. So she's going to be helping out mostly in the kitchen.
Yep, yeah, and Darnat's schedule kind of takes him, he does like batches of prep, batches of stuff, and then spends time up above. So that's sort of, anyone who's helping in the kitchen would be doing that as well. And it sort of like goes back and forth. And then Olga and Bruno, what are they up to?
Well, I mean, Olga
Where have
will
they
help
settled
out
into?
with like cooking and stuff too, but they're also on the deck a lot. Bruno's loving looking into the water and stuff, so she'll just be kind of hanging out, on the railings and stuff as Bruno excitedly looks down. She's just
Trying
kind of
to get after
reflecting
all
and
the
stuff.
sea critters. All right. And Dominic, what have you been up to as you settle into a role here on the ship?
Just taking care of the lizard and helping
Oh, that's right.
where needed.
Because we skipped a day, you can do an animal handling check for that day.
Ah, yes! Why is my mouse being weird, bro? Did I move the speed? I moved the speed of my mouse. Crap. Heck.
I always have to turn
Hang on, I
mine
got a
down.
slow mouse.
I usually make mine slower because it's too fast.
Well, I have mine slower, but now I have to, redo the settings altogether.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why I got a pen. I grabbed a pen to do an animal handling check. It's fine.
You're gonna roll for pen. Roll for handwriting.
Just in case.
16!
Hey,
That is
let's
a
go.
Oh,
success.
Finally, not a
Alright.
15.
So that day, as you were sort of spending some time in the quiet with the lizard, it sort of started to come out when you were feeding it and stuff like that, and you were putting food in, and not quite run away immediately. If you made any sort of sudden movements, it ran back into the little den.
Okay.
But you definitely felt like it was pretty successful.
Dope.
All right.
Me and my buddy Ezekiel.
Did you Ezekiel the lizard?
Yep.
What's your name?
Ezekiel!
Hey,
Ezekiel!
fuck you!
Ezekiel!
That's all I could think of. Sorry.
Yes.
Right.
No, that's literally what came to my mind when I thought of the name Ezekiel.
Look at the lizard.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
what's your name?
Dominic!
That's amazing.
Okay, folks. So, as we have sort of fallen into a rhythm on this boat, and it's a very familial feel. I know some of you have not been on a boat at all, but even those of you that have, it was more of a like a company feel, I think, even though you were close with your group, I think. Whereas this is like, this group is more than just a well-oiled machine. They work together well, and you sort of have found your places to fit in if you wanted to, kind of thing. And it's something that the freedmen offer to everyone. So they're sort of living their ideals, and you can see that way that Ramasha carries himself is sort of followed into a lot of the Tabaxi and some of the Furbolgs and the Goblin and other various some exotic and not exotic races on the ship of former slaves or wherever they may be. On this day, as everything's sort of you're midday, it's like lunchtime, things have been set up for the sailing of the day because it's very calm. There's a lot of excited talk about how you can't see the land anymore, so that means we're about halfway there. We're gonna be some of the crew are I can't wait to get home and see the new people who are going to be on the island. They're sort of questioning each other and hypothetically thinking who do you think the new rebels are? How far do you think they made it in the rebellion? Do you think they killed any of the black sails? Da 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 da. Sort of going back and forth, and it's clear sailing during the day, for the afternoon. If
And
anyone
during
wanted
those
to. Yeah.
I was gonna say during those conversations, Roland does a lot of the because he wants to just spill his guts, but that also feeds into that I don't want to build myself too up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So during those conversations, he'll probably try to he probably wander away and try to find some busy work on the deck or down below, to kind of occupy himself so he doesn't get overwhelmed by it. So for once, he's going to intentionally avoid a conversation that he would be very deeply involved in.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
And Ramasha, leading your ship. What's going on for you?
Ramasha's really just making sure that his crew are all set. Haven't seen them in a while. You know, besides his actual compatriots of sorts, he really hasn't seen a lot of these people in a while, and it's good to be with them. It's good to incorporate all of his friends together as one, united and making friends with one another. And he's just doing everything he can to make sure they're all set, and is also keeping an eye on the horizon in all directions to make sure nothing is going to bother them either. Always incredibly protective of everyone around him.
All right, watching the horizons.
Yes.
You want to make a perception check?
Yes, I will. With my new, well, not the metal dice I got from that, with my other new metal dice. And then I'll roll with that metal dice.
All the
Let's
metal
go.
dice.
All of your metal dice are belong to Bill.
I don't know if that's necessarily good. Well, that's not bad. 16.
16. All right, you're looking out, sort of just watching out on the ocean. You can use the spyglass. Like I said, everything seems calm.
Shouldn't that give me a bonus?
A bonus for what?
With a spyglass, wouldn't that give me a bonus to my perception?
Yeah, I mean...
So that would make it into a 20. No.
Can I get a dirty 20 in the chat?
You can see further.
Okay.
With it. So, you can see, if you look really closely to the southwest, you can just barely see the land. As far as for the afternoon, there's not much going on. Everything kind of looks copacetic, if that's the correct word. And then a giant squid is they're asking for it. Can I actually get each, let's see, we need morning, afternoon, and night. So let's do Dominic, Olga, and Ashrin. Can you guys each roll a d4?
A D4.
D4. Let me pick a good D4.
I just chose the first one. We'll see.
Is Dominic the only one who doesn't want to die on the
4.
ship? A 4.
I get
Okay.
a 3.
A 3.
2.
A 2. Okay.
1. No.
A 1.
A 4, a 3, and a 2. Okay. Now, let's see. So for morning time, D4, you sung my battleship. So for morning time, it was very foggy, and people were a little nervous. And that fog sort of cleared up by lunchtime, and that's when we got these clear seas, clear skies. As the evening rolled in, you can start to see off in the distance of the direction that you're going what looks like lights floating above the water, and they're pretty far off. And Ramasha, if you're still on lookout, you can make another perception check.
Okay, I'm going to do it with the
Anyone who
new-
is on deck can see the lights off in the distance.
Okay, I'm going to do it with the new
And
Dragon's
what-
Nest dice.
What time of day?
Time of day?
As we get into evening, so as we're getting into
Jinx!
sunset.
Getting into sunset. We see lights above the water?
Lights, so off in the distance at the horizon, it seems as if there's lights just above the water line. Like a handful of
And
them.
we're rolling perception.
You can make a perception check. Ramasha has a spyglass, so that's what he's making a perception check. Anyone who wants to and is on deck can also.
16.
A 16.
I'm on deck. I'll
No.
roll a perception check.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Water!
Ashwin is very distracted by the beautiful sunset.
11.
What's this?
You should use these dice.
Why? Because they're sharp and pointy.
No,
11.
no, because they're not treating me very
Oh.
good.
All right.
23.
No, because you don't like them. You're mean.
23. Ooh.
I have a
Olga's
plus
over
6,
here.
so it comes in handy.
You had
There
been on
you
deck
go.
all day.
Let's go.
You also had been on deck
Olga
all day.
knows all.
So you might have been the first one to kind of notice it, and you were, I think, on the bow of the ship with Bruno for most of the time. So, and they are out front of the ship, and so what you see, and you got a 16 with the spyglass. So what you both see is sort of off in the distance, like very like at the horizon line. As it comes into focus in the spyglass, and Olga sort of really squinting her eyes, it looks like these softly warm, glowing lights. There's about half a dozen of them, and you have been coming towards them. So now they're not quite on the horizon line, but it looks almost like they're lanterns, like paper lanterns.
Do I know what that is?
You can make a history check with advantage.
And just for marching orders scenario, I am below deck at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would be on deck but facing west, wherever that is based on. So probably the stern of the ship.
So the stern, yeah, because you guys are headed east.
Yeah. Watching the sunset.
Do you have inspiration?
I do.
I want to give you guys more, so use it.
Yes, I actually have 2.
Well, you use it. Oh yeah, because you have birthday inspiration. It was Bill's birthday.
Okay. Oh, that's much better. Okay. 18.
All right, so you can remember some stories that your stories that you remember from your tribe is that the lanterns on the water come to take the souls to the island of the souls. Like when someone passes away on one of the other islands, the idea is that the lights come and take them to the other island.
Okay. But we're all alive. What does that mean for us?
Are you going to mention it to everybody? Well, and like as the crew starts seeing it, there's some murmuring. Let me see how many people can see it. Okay. And you can hear there's people like, oh, what are those aren't those the lanterns? Aren't those the lanterns? And then there's a bunch of people sort of murmuring the same thing, like the sea lanterns take people to the other side. Why would we be seeing sea lanterns?
Oh my god, we were dead the whole time.
There you go, you all got your wish now. And so Darnat sort of stands up and he's like, I've heard of the same sort of lanterns, but they guide you to those who are, but they can also be there when someone else is being brought to the other side. So
something's wrong.
Maybe there's something over there.
I'm going to right now beeline to go find Mugwort, and then also while scooping up Mugwort, sending him up. If is he already on deck?
He'd be on deck, yeah.
I'm going to grasp his attention, even if it's from afar, just like doing
like a whistle.
Whistle something, hand signals, eyeball that. We're making eye contact and just like having a little moment, and then I'm going to beeline downstairs, and I'm going to go get Roland.
All right.
And I'm assuming maybe downstairs, probably eating like an early dinner or something.
Nice. Okay.
Just kind of being lost in my own thought.
Before they start talking to you, number 1, I'm switching it to drowned sailors, and number 2, I need you to roll a d6.
Cool. Foreshadowing much.
It's just what it's called, okay?
It's just what it's called. Don't worry about the name now, people.
Hold on, guys. I'm switching to giant sea monster. All right, Tony, can you switch to giant sea monster? You got it.
Okay. Don't worry about that, though. It's just cool music.
Don't read into it at all.
Just the name of the song, guys. Just the name of the
I
song.
don't name the song.
And then after that, Tony, can you switch it to TPK? Can you switch it to TPK? All right, cool. Thanks.
Just a normal routine here. Nothing to see.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
These are not the droids you are looking for.
Yeah.
All right, so
no
yeah,
joke.
I'm probably all right. So since Ashrin would be upstairs, it's probably not a full meal, but I'm probably just like snacking on something late.
Yep.
It's literally going to be one of those. Ramash is not having. He's not making sure that his footsteps are quiet or anything like that. It's like doof 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 doof, walking right up to you, and just going to gently put one, like put his left hand on your left shoulder, and then lean over to the other side, not to stir up attention from other people, but then just whisper in your ear, "There could be trouble. Finish your meal and then come upstairs when you can."
Aye, Captain. And would there be anybody else downstairs, or would almost everybody be up on deck?
there might be a couple of people down there. He might be gathering them as well.
Anyone that I would actually need to be up there, but as it is right now, I'm not looking to stir panic because we don't know what we're dealing with yet. But definitely going to be getting a hold of Mugwort and going to have and that's another reason why I need you upstairs as well. We're going to have a meeting of the minds to see what everyone thinks, and it's looking like there might be a sea of dead ahead of us.
That was so metal what you just said. That's so awesome. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna, aye, Captain. Shovel down the rest of my little snack I'd gotten. Put my plate in the appropriate receptacle, and then scamper my way upstairs, making sure Vandira's mite is strapped to my back.
All right, up we go. All right, back on deck.
Yeah.
Get him up to speed.
I'm already over with Mugwort. And as soon as I see Roland poke his head up, I'm just going to kind of nod at him and just kind of indicate to come over here.
All right. So I walk over and I say, trouble enough to get the rest of our folks?
We don't know yet. As it is right now, look over yonder.
Did you go to the bow?
Yes,
Olga
sure.
is there looking at them.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Did anybody go get Ashrin?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Not
That's
yet.
why I asked. Okay.
Not yet. First
Alright,
off, we're going to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I look. Would I be able to roll a history check to maybe
For what the lanterns are?
see
Sure.
if there's anything I know about? Yeah. Okay. All right.
And as you
cheese
guys have
dice.
closed the distance, it does seem like they are just sort of warm, glowing.
Can
paper
I
lanterns
assist with
above
that? Can I just be like,
You're telling him what you said. What you said.
do you know about the whatever,
Sure.
the,
Yeah,
the, gold,
that's
the
fine. You
glowing
can have
sea
advantage.
lanterns?
Yes.
Please do. All right. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. No doubt.
Help
No
me.
doubt.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Dominic's like, ooh, lights.
That's a much better.
Yay!
12 with my bonus. I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Okay. All right. So you're not remembering anything in particular about hearing about lanterns, but you have the idea of it being something, especially from your paladin background, the idea of it being a more of a peaceful bringing into the other side is something that would make sense to you as a lore thing.
All right. Yeah. So I'll reiterate that and say, well, it looks a little bit intimidating, but from the little bit I studied with the clerics back in the day, should be a pretty peaceful thing. So hopefully we don't mess with them, they don't mess with us, kind of deal. Kind of what I'm vibing, Ramasha.
I would say it's as peaceful as a graveyard. The question is, out here on the sea, who leaves a graveyard? We're going to be coming up on these momentarily, and I don't know what has left these poor beings behind, but clearly they've come to take them to the beyond. Now we have to find out what happened here when we get closer.
All right. Well,
2 questions when you're after your. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think this would be concerned enough to go loop the kids in. So
That answers all
I'll
my
do
questions.
I'll say, so it's like, we're not gonna spread any panic or anything like that, obviously, because it looks just, once again, peaceful. We keep cool. This may not end up not being as big a thing as we want, but dealing with it. In my experience, dealing with the dead, you got to be as conscientious of what you're doing as possible. So let me go looping the kids.
I would say at this point it is not a battle stations, but more along the lines of keep your weapon ready.
All right, sounds good. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm guessing Dominic would be the closest to me right now
Yeah.
if we're on the bow. Okay.
And then
Right.
Ashrin is. Are you down below or were you hanging out up?
I'm on the stern, watching
Okay.
the
She's in the
sunset,
stern.
remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna snag Dominic, kind of lean down, say, "All right, kiddo, try to be cool, but those glowing orbs up in front of us might have to be dealing with transporting dead souls to the afterlife. So we're fine, we're cool.
It's fine.
They
fine.
don't bother us, we won't bother them, but just be mindful of what you're doing and don't touch anything that looks like a skeleton or a ghost. Okay? Okay, and I'm gonna go get Ashrin.
What?
Just pet your lizard.
I can't. He won't let me.
Dominic starts doing that on the side of the boat.
Whenever
Yep.
the lizard's hungry, he still goes.
All right, off
so
to
I'm
Ashton.
gonna. Yep, I'm off to get Ashrin. I snag Ashrin. Oh, yeah, I'm guessing she's probably back here by herself for the most part.
I was wondering if you were either
Probably, if everybody's looking at the lights on the bow.
Yep.
She's just like arms
Kinda lost
on the
in
railing,
thought, yeah.
looking at the sunset.
All right, so I'm gonna make my way back. Gonna kind of give her a pat on the back, say, "Hey, kiddo, how you doing? Listen, don't panic. And I'm gonna like turn her around.
and they
You
are
see those,
within sight from the stern.
Yeah.
Now.
You see those glowing orbs right there? Yeah. Those probably have to do with transporting the spirits, some dead spirits, to the afterlife.
All right.
So no need to panic yet. Probably a whole lot of they don't bother us, we won't bother them. But just be mindful of what you're doing. Okay.
Do you think I should send Aoife for a look?
You know, if she could probably get a good vantage point flying over, I don't see why not. Can you like see through
Well,
her eyes or anything like that?
I think I can actually. We've been playing with it a little bit just to look at the scenery, but I think I can do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's walk. You send her up, and also don't touch anything that looks like a skeleton or a ghost. Keep that in mind.
All right, I won't.
Good.
And Ashrin's gonna call Aoife down from where she was hanging out in the crow's nest, and
Aoife.
just kind of, send her like in that direction. And then once Ashrin gets to the bow, she's just gonna hold on, kind of where everybody is, just hold on to the railing and look through Aoife's eyes.
Okay, and I'm sure as soon as
So you see
set-
Ashrin's like eyes kind of glaze
Ooh.
over with purple sparkles.
Ooh, I like it. And I'm sure that as soon as you saw the lights, you kind of, drop the sails or whatever to just slow any progress. Not just like you can't necessarily.
Yeah, we
drop-
don't want to come flying up on it
Yeah.
for sure, but we do want to be cautious here and also be able to steer quickly if we need to.
Okay.
In addition, I will have sent Mugwort to now. Who do we have for magic users? Just the one guy?
No, you've got Darnat, and Lila also has some magic.
Okay. I'm assuming that we're going to know.
Also, we have Ashrin.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
Come on now.
Thanks.
She made
I
a
think he
deal.
meant
She
from
made
his
a deal
pirates,
with
though.
She made a deal with a runway princess. Of course, she's gonna get magic.
Yes. But just to get some of the tribe ready, and especially any magic users, shamans, so forth, that would have a little bit of knowledge in this, and anyone that could actually just start preparing whatever they need to for this. While that's going on, I'm going to turn to Olga. And have you heard of these before?
Have I?
Was
Nope, too late. Goodbye.
a 15 get me?
Okay. So, and you haven't spent a lot of time on a boat, but you have heard a lot of, sort of stories about stuff. You haven't heard specifically about the sea lanterns, but you also, like Roland, have heard that, like, sometimes there can be, like, these warm lights when someone has been taken, or, like, if it's an attack on an innocent or something, and those people are going. Like, you don't see it if it's, like, a bunch of bad guys getting obliterated or whatever.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'll let that interaction go on.
Did you ever roll a d6, Tony?
No.
I mean, in life, yes, I've rolled
No,
lots
no,
of
I mean when I
D6s.
asked you to way back.
I played lots Yahtzee on the regular. I can do it now if you'd like me
Let's
to.
do it.
All right.
And Kaylee, just let me know
Do I
when
want-
I should do a perception check
Yes.
for Aoife.
Am I wanting high or low, Kaylee?
It's up to you.
I don't like that answer.
That's ominous.
Yahtzee,
Oh no, it fell.
not Yahtzee.
No, yeah.
I wanted high.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to let you know I wanted high because high is really good. If you roll a really high roll, then it's cotton candy. What it is.
What'd you get? You got 6. Nice. Very nice. All right. So Aoife has 120 feet dark vision. So she can see pretty clearly as she kind of soars out. And as these about a half a dozen warm paper lantern looking things are sort of halfway between the boat and the horizon, she sort of flies off about, I'm trying to be whatever's realistic to a boat, approaching. So I'm going to say roughly 100 feet. Also, whatever is realistic for your ward distance.
Her eyes. Yeah, I can't look through her eyes if she goes past 100 feet.
Okay, so, and it doesn't need to be that far. I'm trying to ballpark it. So I would say, roughly she's getting towards the edge, but she doesn't go further. And as she passes over the lights, is she looking down?
Yes, she would be. I mean, she would be watching them the whole time she's flying out there. And I would say she'd probably be at least 20 or 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
Like, she's not going to skim the waves because she's an owl and they don't do that.
Yep. So as she gets to the lights, and especially as she goes over them, because she can get probably another, let's say the lights are about 70 feet from the boat. So as she gets to over the lights, not only does she see a lot of debris in the water, like wreckage, like wood from, like it looks like ship wreckage. She sees that the lights are basically transparent from above. She can see right through them. They don't seem to almost be there until she flies once again past them and can see from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does she see any signs of life?
That can be your perception check, please.
Okay. She does have advantage on perception checks using hearing or sight, and I do
Perfect.
get that bonus.
Yep.
Even though I'm looking through her
Yep,
eyes.
absolutely.
That is a 15.
15, nice. Yeah, so as she sort of gets past and looks at the lights from the back to kind of confirm that sight from the back, the light from the lanterns is sort of shining just past them on this wreckage of a boat, and you can see at least one form sort of like slumped onto a piece of wood, like adrift.
Okay. And are there more forms that are like under the water, or is it just the one that I can see?
In the dark. Oh well, no, she's got dark vision, so we don't have to worry about that. As she looks around, looks like there might be a couple of bodies floating, and possibly another form a little further out, past where you can fly with her right now, on another piece of wood.
Okay, I'm gonna be relaying this to everybody. That anybody that's standing around, I'm just gonna be holding it, just narrating.
Yeah, I'm assuming. And I'm
gonna have Aoife just kind of keep circling the area. So stay in the air and keep circling the area and looking for anything that might change.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I assume that I gathered Dominic, who's probably still looking at me very confused.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like huddled around with Ramasha and Ashrin and Olga and Mugwort, kind of like the little powwow.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna
go ahead.
I was just gonna say too, like I was gonna lean over to Ramasha and say, everybody can kind of see this now. Do you want to do a calm the nerves kind of word spreading to the rest of the folks here?
Before we do that, what did the person look like that was floating?
She was like 30 feet above.
Does it matter? It's a person in the water.
If they're a black sail, it does.
Oh, well, I'll
tell you
know.
what, if it's a black sail, you can kill them when they get here, but we need to go find out.
And also remember too, Ramasha, that the lanterns only come from the lanterns, like at least similarly to the stories that I know. This is only like innocent lives. So
Also, the debris, does it look like it was torn apart, or does it look like it was blown apart? Is anything on fire?
Can I tell that from Aoife?
Well, and
Through Aoife?
from this point, also as you come up on it, you're starting to see the debris, but no one saw fire, and no, the lanterns are not fire. But you're starting to see sort of shipwreck debris, and we'll do roughly every few minutes if you want to do a perception check for Aoife while you guys are chatting. And then also we are coming up on, in 5 minutes, we're going to have an ad. So we'll just get figured out what we're going to do, and then we'll go to a break.
All right.
Okay.
I
Ramasha's,
got another
okay.
a 12.
Okay. Yeah. So did she fly down any lower?
She probably, since if she didn't see any signs of immediate danger, I would have had her fly down a little bit lower. Still not, maybe
Yep.
10 or 15 feet above the waves. But
Yep. Yeah, because she also can't
can
see a
Can
little
we-
bit, right?
at this point, can we judge the
Yeah.
size of the lanterns?
Yeah, so as the boat comes up much closer, you guys have gotten now you're about like 50 feet away from the lanterns, and you can all see they almost look illusory, and they're about, they look smaller now that you've gotten closer. They looked bigger when you were further away. And they look like if you were holding them, they would take up like a human's torso. And they're sort of like just gently bobbing with the waves. There's about 6 of them right around the beginning of the debris. And as the ship is coming closer, they're actually starting to fade.
What does the debris look like?
What do you mean?
Is it torn apart? Is it just that the ship just happened to break apart? Is it just a broken in half ship?
You can make a perception check, or like in order to investigate it, you'd have to be at it.
I mean, what can I tell from here?
That would be perception.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna Dominic's gonna look at Roland and
Yeah.
does someone put these lanterns in the water, or is it like, does it come out of them? Where did the lanterns come from?
Based on, now, I don't know this exact mythology. I don't know exactly with this particular scenario, but the stories that I know from the clerics, these vessels come in different shapes and forms, but they typically come from the, how do I say it? The afterlife. So whatever you believe happens to your soul after you die. By the way, Kayla, I'm completely making this up, so stop me at any time.
You're fine.
Cool. So basically, when you die, your soul has to go somewhere, but the afterlife, the afterlife of whatever god or gods you believe in, they send these vessels to come gather your soul, especially if you're an innocent soul, and take it back to whatever glory and honor is waiting for you in the afterlife if you've been a good person. So that's kind of the best way I could answer that. I'm not any holy person by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what I remember the clerics telling me when I was with them, all those years ago.
But you didn't really answer my question. I asked where the light came from. Like, is it a physical light that you put on the person's body, or is it like, does it just like,
I know what you're trying to say, but it kind of depends. I will be the first to admit that I do not know as much about this as some of the holiest people in some of the biggest cities, or somebody that's studied religion their whole life. What I will say is, I don't really know.
okay.
I can't really. It pains me to say that, but all I know is what they symbolize. I don't exactly necessarily know where exactly they would be coming from.
Okay.
Does it look like? Oh, I would also. I know because Ramasha said he dropped the sails to slow the boat down. If he hadn't done so already, I would lean into Ramasha and say we probably should give the all stop for right now too, until we can figure out best path.
Yeah. Looking to see if there's any survivors, honestly. But I did roll a 23, by the way.
On perception.
Ooh, that's good.
Very nice. All right, and while I'm describing this, why doesn't Aoife? What were you gonna say?
I can roll another again, but I was assuming that one form on the driftwood is probably the. Oh man, I'm rolling progressively worse. That's an 8.
New dice.
Yes, that's a good call. The form on the driftwood, Ashrin is rolling with the idea that is a survivor, and that's how she would have described it.
Yeah. And as Aoife got
Or at least
closer on that,
potentially a survivor.
yeah, as she got closer on that 12, what?
I didn't say.
Okay, as she got closer on that 12 to the first form, she can see that it looks like it's an adult humanoid, and they do seem to be like raising their, like slightly moving a little bit to keep the water out of their face.
Okay.
And she can also get closer to the other form, which isn't too far from the other, and that seems to be a much smaller humanoid form.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Ramasha,
Yes,
you were
I-
looking at the wood.
I'm looking at the wood. That's important, as that is, as soon as you tell me that it's the large humanoid and then a small one, that's instantly, it's like, all right, this sounds like a family. We're going to need all hands on deck, and we're going to need some people to help to see if we can't find any survivors of bodies here.
Probably should drop anchor, or we'll have to stay here for a minute.
Where are we with the ad?
I don't think anchor will.
We got-
Ad that was gonna run.
2 minutes.
But definitely reel up the sails for sure.
Yep.
We're gonna have to come to a stop here.
Yep.
What about the?
So, okay, you're
Debris.
looking to see if it was blown apart or ripped apart. On a 23, you definitely don't see any burn marks.
That's all.
On
I
the
don't
wood
see.
that you see, you don't see any burn marks. It's broken, it's splintered, but it doesn't look like it was exploded.
I'm just going to lean into Mugwort, or I'm assuming Roland's still right there as well.
Yeah.
We're going to want to keep an eye out. Whatever sunk this could still be nearby,
Aye, Captain.
and it doesn't look like something was buried.
Well, are we all still clustered together?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
figure we all
these-
kind of.
I don't think this is a someone. I think this is a something.
Well, I can keep Aoife in the air, keeping an eye out, and she can let me know if she sees any movement that's not us.
That's
Good call,
an
kiddo.
excellent idea. As people are coming upstairs, literally, Ramash is just going, all right, here's everyone, here is the situation. We have some potential survivors. We're going to need all of you, I'm pointing to a select few, at the front to be collecting them as we come along. The rest of you, watch along the sides. Whatever did this might still be out there. Keep an eye. And
Do we not have a escape boat that we just
You
drop
should
down
have.
and
You've got 2
paddle out?
lifeboats. Yep, you got 2 lifeboats.
Lifeboat. Lifeboat.
will-
That's what I was trying to say.
We can get into that
okay.
after our break. Escape boats.
Alright.
Escape pods.
A break from the break.
Escape pod, yeah.
Pod from a,
Yeah.
Escape pod, lifeboat, escape boat.
That's funny. The damage doesn't seem so bad from out here.
I just pictured Spaceballs with the bear, you know?
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't the safety belt working?
All right.
Something
So
like
on
that.
this very tense moment, let us take a quick break and find out what's happening when we come back.
Dun, dun,
We'll see you in a
dun.
moment. Enjoy our clips.
Bye.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is fine.
Usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You do also call everyone.
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do. I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my mind,
Cockney rhyming speak, so I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
It's a tug. You got a tug in the door. Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go. Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were
onto-
tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
you're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made
a
a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just going to leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. that's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank you
hear
for
it in
telling
your
me.
mind?
Ta-ta!
Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. I gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes. Because it's axe training day.
That's it. That's it.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt
wearing
and pulls
it?
it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, go start.
You got to perform, but outside of that, yeah.
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
And
Now this goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling
Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah,
Oh,
that must
God.
be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Huh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
Like,
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
you're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Oh, yeah, what if Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value,
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bye.
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. not at all. Bye.
Three halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my god.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have
All
a
right.
trench coat.
Alright. But I'm
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was pro
Oh no,
stream
so they
move right
didn't
there.
hear the
Pro
Yeah.
strip.
Professional streamer.
absolutely professional.
Yep.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Then
fair.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right, right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do. I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
All right. Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
Very
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on like
We made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
Is I'm not
Jeffrey,
a
that's
mu-
the dogs. that's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it on my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual
Oh!
people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
run.
basically
Bucket.
50 elven children going all over the place. So,
Oh!
but with axes
Get that.
because it's axe training day.
That's it. That's it.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like.
see it.
Yep. He, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls
it?
it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start.
You got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rules less hard, and you all can thank this bard, and you're damn right. I pulled that card and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Huh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're all so blown out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
It helps if I unmute.
And
Welcome
now-
back, friends. Oh, I forgot to say that. I didn't say that. I hope you all got snacks, got a drink, and went potty, and stretched your legs, and did all those fun things that you do on a break.
I didn't go potty.
I didn't either.
Well, you've got teacher bladder, so you don't count.
Teacher bladder. Not anymore, man. It was Christmas holiday.
Yeah, true.
I don't have anything now. I got to get back into the not using the bathroom for 10 hours a day.
That sounds not fun.
Oh, Poirot
It's
solved a
awful.
mystery. Did you know, Jeffrey, that one of the cats in our life is named Hercule after Mr. Hercule Poirot? Poirot. I can't say it.
Coral.
Yeah.
What?
We have a cat named Hercule, and there's a mystery-solving guy named. It's like a show and a book series.
He's like, yeah, he's what? He's
Detective.
not. He's not
Agatha
French.
Christie.
He's Belgian.
Yeah.
Come to find out, he's a Belgian
The
detective.
Agatha Christie book series.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
there was a show, and then there's been movies recently.
So
All I
Mr.
heard
Hercule.
was Kaylee going,
Yeah, that a couple of times.
I'm
So anyway,
French.
All right, so
Who's
we're
ready
Why
to
do you
play some
think I have
Dungeons
this
and
out?
Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons!
We left our party on kind
dragons.
of a cliffhanger, folks. We had some lanterns floating in the sky, or floating above the sea. And as the boat is closing in on said lanterns, the lanterns seem to be sort of just fading away. They seem to be illusory. Aoife's eyes in the sky, Ashren's beautiful giant eagle has been flying around, getting some eyes on
Owl.
what's going on. I don't know why I said eagle.
Eagle owl.
Eagle owl. That's why.
Eagle owl.
Eagle owl.
Owl lagoon.
I said it right in my head, and then the wrong word came out.
Oh,
so.
wrong.
Or eel.
Eel.
No, eel's a real word. Never mind.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Aoife was flying around
Yeah.
above the waves. She sort of came down a little closer and got better eyes on the victims in the water. She actually needed to make one more perception check as we come back in. She got a more clear look at the bigger form, the closest form to the boat, and that seems to be a larger adultish humanoid form.
My dice ran away.
That is sort of moving more than just the waves. There's also a smaller form further up. And as the boat sort of closes in on where the lanterns are now sort of just fading out of existence, you think that there's also possibly one more form a little bit further up on some more debris.
Okay.
I got a 12.
That was enough.
And one
So,
of my
yeah.
dice was so disgusted with me, it ran away.
It ran
to the
away,
other table.
but I read your mind
Yep.
and I knew it was going to be a 12, and I told you anyway.
Oh.
But no,
There you go.
yeah. So she's needing to stay enough above the water that she doesn't get wet, because I think owls don't get wet.
Correct.
But she's
Really?
able to sort of get these eyes on, and you're able to sort of sense that she probably is able to signal to you that you need to have a look when she sees the new figure.
Well, I was watching through.
You've
her
just been
eyes.
watching through her eyes the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't broken away. I'm gonna.
Probably Darnat has
keep
come up
that
behind you to make
connection.
sure you don't fall down or anything with the waves bouncing.
Well, that's why I was holding on. I was
Okay.
holding onto the railing.
Okay.
So I wouldn't fall over.
I got you, pretty
but-
lady.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, God, it's a Titanic
I would
thing.
stay watching in her eyes until the people that are in the lifeboats are like in the lifeboats on their way, and then I would just leave her to circle and watch, and I would also be watching.
Okay. All right,
So
and
two
as
sets of eyes.
Now, the question that I didn't get to ask earlier: does your ship keep lanterns on at night, or only when necessary?
Only when necessary. because
Were they
we're
on tonight?
below deck?
No, on the top.
No.
Okay, so as the lanterns go out, anyone with dark vision can only see by the pale moonlight, and it is
Can we see paradise by the pale moonlight?
Yes, unless I have said otherwise very recently, it is just barely coming out of a new moon, so we're got a little bit of light.
Did you get that, Bill? Did you just get that?
No, I was
That's
looking.
okay.
I was looking at the chat. Sorry, I totally got
Oh, no,
captured
you're
in
fine.
the chat.
All right. So Aoife has dark vision to 120 feet, and I have dark vision to 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see that form. It's like on the edge of your vision, but as you've come up to where the lanterns were, you can see the first form in the piles of wreckage, and the boat is sort of lightly crashing into some small pieces of debris as you've come up to this spot.
All right.
Did you drop the anchor to do a full stop?
We can't. It's not that big. We could drop the anchor closer to shore, but if we drop the anchor here, it's not going to hit it.
True, you're in the middle of the ocean.
Correct. So
It'll
honestly,
slow it down, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking we'd literally just throw that out. You turn the rudder completely all the way, just completely
Yeah.
flat.
So they did what they could to stop, though. Okay.
Yes, everything we possibly can, bring it to a halt.
Oh, I got something in my eye.
And it's not going to be to a complete halt, but at least we'll do something with that. We're sending out the lifeboats, or the rescue boats, I should say. We're putting out the. Are you okay?
Escape boats. I got something in my eye. It's fine.
We're putting out the
Escape boats.
the rescue boats. They're rescue boats now.
The rescue boats now.
No, they're escape boats. Get it right.
I'm escaping. Get away.
Escape.
Escape.
Right.
So, we're putting out the rescue boats, and we are tethering them with a line. How far away is this?
So the debris, the chunk where there is the first humanoid form is now about 30 feet out from the boat.
All right, so 100 feet of line, each one.
Okay. 100 feet of rope on each lifeboat, and they're both going down on the same side? On the western side of the boat? Let me see if I can give you guys this picture.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how far away, like, how far the boat's gonna need to split up to get
Well, that
to
was
each
the other thing.
individual.
Did we pull up beside it, Or are we still facing it?
Now that you sort of came, I guess that's up to you.
I thought we were pulling like right up to it, and it was going to be a boat
I assumed
on
you were
both
pulling up
sides.
facing it. Sorry, guys, I just put something on top of it. Sorry about that.
You're fine. Hey, look, it's us. Hi.
I just
There's a
wanted to
boat.
give you a little bit of a boat.
A little bit of a boat.
Look, that's a boat.
Oops, it's
a boat.
We're on a boat.
So
It's a boat on a boat.
we can hide that. So go away, little boat. We just want the big boat now. Thank you. So your question, go ahead.
If we're pulling directly up to it, like we're nosing into this.
That's what I
debris,
assumed you were doing, unless you wanted to come at it from the side.
That's what I was assuming we were doing as well, so we can have a boat on either side going towards us and kind of sweeping around and then in.
Okay. I'm fine with that. So you've sort of come at it, and let's say you've been able to stop about 30 feet from the big pile with the larger humanoid form on it, and about 20 feet from that is the smaller humanoid form, and about 20 feet further out from that, all going east, forward from the bow, is another form, which Aoife can now make another perception check to go over that last one.
Oh,
and
God.
she...
That's a nat 20.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nat 20's in the
Total of
truth.
23.
All right, so as she sort of gets a good swoop down, she can see that it seems to be another average humanoid form on the third lump, and she sort of gets a good sharp eye, and the rest of what she sees out there seems to be bodies floating on the water and wreckage. She really doesn't see anyone clinging to any sort of wreckage or anything like that. And there seems to be about a half a dozen other body-like things floating in the water amongst the wreckage that do not show any sort of signs of life.
So
Does
the
she call
third
out? Oh, go ahead.
one. So the third one also has some movement or signs of life,
Yeah,
or
the
is
ones
in a
that
way
are-
that it's not obviously dead.
Yeah, the ones that are on the wreckage seem to be, every time the water comes up to their mouth, sort of moving their head a little bit to get the water away from their mouth. But otherwise than that, they seem exhausted.
Okay.
I'm
so
sending.
as Aoife relays that to me, I will, because the boats are already going out, right? And who was going in boats?
I'm leading the one going to the bigger humanoid.
So the closer one. Okay.
Mugworth's going to stay up on deck. I'm going to go with the other one. Before we got into the boats, we have established a signal that if we need to, the boats need to come together, or Mugworth can send us a signal that we need to come back. But with this, it's going to be just to keep quiet so that we can talk normally. We're talking ahead of time. We can talk normally, but no shouting, just in case this is an attack of another ship or something. But as we're going out there, I'm also going to be one to look at the boards and take a look to see if I can see anything.
So Mugwort
but
and
wait.
Lila...
So
hold on.
But I need to figure out how to communicate this, right? Because Aoife didn't see that until after the boats left already, right?
Right. The third
Okay.
form, correct. Confirming the third form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I only knew about two before that, so this
Right.
is a new one.
Yeah.
So I want to let them know that there's a potential third person out there, and I do not have any way to do that except for to shout or whisper, shout, trying to get someone's attention.
Right. Well, and as the boats are going down, and as they sort of come along the bow of the boat under you, is your opportunity to sort of, you don't have to shout at the top of your lungs. Yeah.
I wasn't sure when in that process. So as they're coming along the bow, I'm just going to lean over and just kind of go, "Oi, there's a third one further out. You got to go past the small one, and there's another one that looks like it's still alive."
Aye, aye.
And Lila and Mugwort would stay on the boat if you're leaving.
Mhm.
So both Ramasha and Roland would have two, we'll call them generic ship hands with you on the lifeboats.
All right. We've got.
Are they
hook
wearing
poles as
red
well.
shirts?
No, but they are very
I
plain.
hope not.
They're very plain.
Okay, so rolling
I gotta
plus
get my.
2.
I'm good
It'll
with
never
that,
die,
so Karen,
Dee.
if you are.
Thanks.
It's perfect. It's our brand.
Very plain.
Very well, no. It's just it's a meme. We're a meme. Okay.
We're a meme.
We are a meme.
I know what memes are. Okay.
I know what yeet means.
I know what yeet means, you guys.
No, yeet means. I guess you could say we're
Alright.
meme
Okay,
girls.
so quick overview to make sure everyone's on board. I do have the picture of the ship on the map because I don't D20 Roll20 doesn't let me do extensions of measurements beyond the ship, but the wreckage where the first humanoid form is 30 feet directly in front of the bow of the ship, and about 20 feet beyond that is the smaller humanoid form, practically straight line. And about 20 feet beyond that is the third form. And all around where the boat is right now, and all just until about 30 feet past the last form, is wreckage and debris of what seems any ship-faring person can gather. This was at least a vessel about the same size as the vessel you're on.
Great.
Oh yeah, and I would also like to be investigating the boards of the wreckage as we're going by them too. Same thing that Ramash is doing.
As you are actually going by them, you can actually make investigation checks.
Right. I'm gonna go with the.
Ooh,
Oh wait.
I like that.
Ah,
Except I don't
I
have
like that.
investigation.
I know
And at
mine's
this
not.
point,
Mine's
at
not that
this-
great either.
At this
Go ahead.
point, Akron would have come out of Aoife's vision, and so she's looking around, just keeping an eye for any disturbance in the water that's separate from the boats and the people that we've already seen. And Aoife's doing the same thing, kind of circling the area, looking for any disturbance in the water.
All right, both of you
While
can make perception
they are
checks.
lowering the boats and everything, Dominic's going to go up to the crow's nest
All right, up he
and
goes.
keep a lookout.
Let's have you do either athletics or acrobatics as you climb up there.
Can we just say like, not a nat 1? He gets up there just fine.
Pretty much, yeah.
It'll be a 23
All right.
Jesus.
Nice.
for athletics.
He pulls the crow's nest down to him.
Because you rolled
It would be an
an
18 for acrobatics if you want to make it pretty.
Nice.
If I'm just like,
So up you
like,
get.
screw your ladder.
Yeah.
23. Would you roll an 8?
I've got
No,
I've got
13.
the perception checks, but let the guys go first with their
I got an
investigation.
I got an 18 on my investigation.
I got a 16.
All right. So as you're sort of getting up to these pieces of wreckage, you can see once again these boards look like they've been snapped in half. There's no char marks. Is there anything else you were looking for? The boards look splintered. Like you can find just a chunk of, a piece of furniture here, a chunk of the wall there. The ship's wheel is over in the distance.
This is splintered as if it had been broken, like strength had broken it.
Yeah, does an 18 give me whether it was like cannon damage or was it bite marks?
Well, wouldn't cannon damage incur fire? It'd be hot.
Yeah,
because it had been.
like singed
There
wood and
is
stuff
no
like that.
burn marks at all.
I'm-
So you
I'm
can
gonna look
infer
at
that it
that.
has been broken.
I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Ramasha and kind of do one of those we need to get the fuck going kind of looks.
Yeah, he's gonna look back at you and just kind of hold up the driftwood and just be like, "Rah!"
and Roland's gonna be like,
All right.
Big
and those
rar.
perception checks, Ashley?
Rawr.
Rar.
Rawr.
a dinosaur.
Got Aoife got a 17 and I got a 13.
17 and 13. All right. So you're just sort of like, oops, oh God, why, no?
I don't know,
why?
but this is great. Look at it. Look, it's me.
Wow, special traits.
Cheat sheet.
It's Ocerrya, yeah. Okay, trades,
Yeah,
more
queen.
trades. some
Quick,
action. Oh, look, a boat.
Someone screenshot
That's
that,
what
right?
we need is the boat. You need the boat.
Clip it.
Where'd the boat go?
Clip it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
What did I do? No, don't clip it. Where did it
Clip
go?
There's the boat.
It's right
Where's
there.
the boat? Okay,
Look,
No, I
you
see
had the boat.
okay, boat. I
There
got
we
the
go. There's the boat.
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 Shh, you saw nothing.
Do you want to see a DM sheer panic? That was it right there.
Never mind. It's not what you thought it was.
These
Anyway,
aren't the droids you're looking for.
Just for that, you get Cthulhu, motherfuckers.
Aoife is she sort of like ovaling the area, circling the debris?
Yeah,
What's her
should just
path?
be kind of like, probably kind of almost a figure 8 with the cross of the 8 kind of over where the people are and lifeboats and stuff, and then the rest of it kind of in the, if that makes sense.
Okay, so as she's doing that, and then Ashrin is looking like at the lifeboats or at the debris, both. Like she's just kind of sweeping.
She's kind of sweeping, just kind of like she's standing at the bow, kind of sweeping in that direction, like towards the wreckage and stuff.
Okay,
But
So,
like
yeah.
back and forth across.
okay. So what she and Aoife are both sort of seeing like, the waves are choppy just because the wind has picked up a little bit in the evening, but it doesn't seem like there's anything going on right now. And then what is Olga doing? And what is Bruno doing?
Bruno's just kind of watching silently, and Olga's just kind of sitting there, thinking to herself about what could be going on.
Okay. All right. Is she still right there at the bow? Has she sort of backed out of the kerfuffle? What's going on with her?
Kerfuffles.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking over the water and stuff, and that's what Bruno's doing too. But he's very focused on like the boats and everyone out there.
Okay. All right. If you want to make a perception check for just you, or if you have a thing for the dog, I don't know if dogs have perception. It's probably scent.
Yeah, they probably have like advantage on scent based.
Everything smells like fish butt.
I'm never going to use my things.
Which one? We killed Claire. Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no, we've lost the cat player.
Breathe
That's
much?
right. The sea has taken her. The sea has taken her.
Ah, no.
21. All right. So she's looking out over the ocean, and she can see. She can see very clearly.
Honey, can't hear.
Are you done talking?
Never.
Okay. Now we're good.
You sure you're done?
Yes, I'm good now.
Okay. Olga can kind of see as she like looks out over the bow. She can see that as the boats hit the water, and there's this little bit of talking since you're really close to that first one. The first form on the debris is sort of like looking up, and they're like, "Help! Help!" And they're sort of like waving an arm, very weakly calling out for help. And it sounds mildly feminine.
Can Ramasha hear
Olga's
this?
gonna.
The lifeboat people can both hear it too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But no, you can definitely, let them know, but because you don't know if they know.
Yeah, Olga's just gonna kind of yell out and point in the direction where she can see the person.
All
What
right.
was that?
All right. So the lifeboats are making their way to the first pile of wreckage, I assume?
Yeah, I mean,
Or are you going one for
I'm
one
assuming-
and someone else is continuing to the next one?
who's closer to the first person?
You're both going the same rate you came off, unless, because
Yeah.
did you go
Are they-
each off of
I
one
would
side of the
I would
ship?
say I would say the plan was for me to just go grab it, the closer one, the bigger individual, and then you were gonna
Okay.
head out to get the smaller
Yes.
individual.
Smaller, and just keep going from there, and just kind of like keep leapfrogging as we can, and you and I are both going to have like pole arms with like hooks on them that we can like move things aside as we go, things like this.
Yeah, there's slight crashing once again as like some of the debris sort of knocks up against the ship in the waves.
Sure.
All right, so Roland heading to that first debris point where the person is weakly calling out for help. As you sort of come up closer, dwarves have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Up to 60 feet, yeah.
All right, so yeah, as you get right up on them, you can see this elven woman, sort of like very wet, very cold, very pale because of the cold and the wetness, and just sort of like long. It looks like it's probably lightish hair because it doesn't look black when it's so wet. And she looks at you and she's like, "Please, please help me."
Yep. And I'm just
She
gonna
immediately
say,
starts trying to clamber up, and
Yep,
which makes her start slipping.
yeah. Shh. Hey. It's okay. It's okay. Let us get a little bit closer. We'll come get you. Okay. Just keep your cool.
Okay.
Keep your cool. We're right here. We're right here. Keep your cool. We just want
Slick,
to.
watch out! It might come back.
That's what we're gonna avoid. Okay. Let's just eyes on me. Okay. And I'm gonna like turn to generic ship hand number 2, just like get us in closer but slow. And I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, look at me. Look at me. All right, we're coming in closer. Look at me. We're gonna be okay. All right, we're gonna get you in here. We're gonna get you back on the boat, get some food in you, and then we're gonna talk about what happened. But we just stay cool. Stay with me, okay?"
Like as you get closer, she's like trying to clamber into the ship, and she's like getting water in her mouth and stuff like that.
Yep.
She kind of rolls into the boat.
Jack already died.
Yep. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna grab generic ship hand number 1 and have them, like, do a 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
To avoid the thrashing about as much as we can.
She kind of panics as you get close, and
Oh, did she fail a whiz saving throw? I'm guessing.
she got close. She doesn't
Okay.
super freak out, but she's still sort of clambering into the boat,
Yep,
so
yep.
that she like sort of
All right.
rolls in.
Okay.
And as
all
she
right, now
rolls
that
in,
she's
what's your passive perception?
mine, my good friend, is 16.
16. All right. Her clothing looks pretty nice, even though it's very wet.
Okay. All right. So
Roland's got good taste.
Bill. So
What?
I'm gonna look at her and see if I can roll a persuasion check now that she's in the boat to help calm her down a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I'm not very persuasive though, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm just trying to be like, it's all right. All right. Look, the big scary monster that almost killed you, it's gone now, so it's fine.
For
This,
now.
like shivering, soaking wet elf.
13.
She's like, "Ugh, I know it went away, but we gotta get out of here. It could come back."
All right, it will. All right, and then I'm gonna turn to generic ship hand.
Someone
number
put
two.
the blanket over
It will
her.
come back.
It will come back.
It's
will
okay.
come
It's
back.
okay. It will. That's what you just said. I don't
No,
want it to
did
come
I?
back. It will.
Yes.
It will.
And I meant to say it will be fine. Sorry, I
I know.
stopped mid-sentence. All right, so I will
I
say
like
it
that
will
better.
be fine. It's gonna eat us all. It's fine. No, and then I'm gonna turn to generic ship hand number 2 and to be like, slowly, but let's turn around and get us out of here.
All right. He's gonna kind of go
Can we
around.
retcon that
the
we
debris.
brought like a blanket or something?
Yeah, I said yeah. They
Okay.
put a blanket around her.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
they sort of go around the wreckage to kind of come back the way that Ramasha came.
Once again, just being like, go slow, do not hit anything.
All right.
Do
Do
not
you
take our
want to
time.
look around before as you're on your way back, Roland?
On way back?
Roland's on his way back.
Why?
No, you're supposed to wait.
Supposed to go into the next one.
I thought you were going on to get the other two.
I thought we were leapfrogging
Yeah.
to get as many as
Oh.
we could because we don't even know if that's it.
Well, Ashrin told you that there was the 3.
And that's it.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
you were going by her, she yelled
Okay.
down to you.
There's only 3 bodies.
Only 3 potential alive
Alive.
people, and all
Okay.
the rest were definitely
Not.
dead.
Okay.
F's in the chat.
I got an out
Boo.
of character question for you. Do we loot the bodies?
Can
I don't
roll
know. What
sleight
does
of hand?
Ramasha do? Does Ramasha leave the bodies?
Character building questions.
Ramasha would not be looting the bodies, but the compatriots might be.
Yeah, I mean, your shipmates might not want to stick around.
This is very true.
The bodies also are like sort of like not right with all of this debris. It seems like they congregated for a while and then they were sort of exhausted and they drifted apart.
So this has been like this for a while.
The elf is... Oh, you didn't see the elf.
Yep.
As far as you know, it's not like it just happened. Like, it's not like the waves are so choppy because it just happened. It's just a little windy.
Okay.
And you didn't hear or see anything as the sun was going down and you were coming
Are the
upon
dead bodies I can see, are they waterlogged?
it. Make a perception
Swelling?
check.
Yep. Oh, 9.
You can't really see... Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
But yeah. Kitties can see in the dark.
Yes.
Okay.
They just
yeah.
choose not to.
You can... What you can see is that the bodies are all floating face down. They don't look visibly incredibly bloated. And like as you went past the lady that was calling for help, she didn't look like someone who'd been at sea for days, but she was absolutely soaked and pale and looked like she'd been in the water for a long enough that she's at risk. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
So, Roland, are you turning around and heading back to the ship, or are you heading up with Ramasha? What's the plan?
I was under the assumption that it was just we grab and go, and we were only splitting up for time efficiency. So, unless you want to retcon that and have me follow you, we can, but I assumed that was the plan. Because especially if it looks like she'd been in...
There's 3 of them, though.
Yeah, but one's
We didn't know that
a
when we
smaller
started.
figure. Yeah, there is... The one's a smaller figure.
Yeah, I thought my understanding was that Ramasha was getting the other 2, but because the last one was just added on.
Well, that's why I said the leapfrog thing.
Well,
I'll go on to the next
okay,
one.
well,
So hang out around the
But
debris in case he needs help.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, yeah, so how about that? How about I look over and say, Ramasha, do you need us to follow?
And I'll just like give a signal, just like hold on for a minute.
Hold.
Okay, and then I'll turn to generic ship hand number 2 and be like, okay, stay here.
Kill the engine.
Kill the engine.
Stab.
And by engine, I mean your rowing arm.
It's actually a guy at the back going in the water.
Into the water.
All right. So as Ramasha comes up past, makes it past, you see them getting her, flopping her into the boat. You have that quick discourse, and you make your way up past a little more debris to the second sort of lump. And as you make your way up, you see a very small form, and it actually looks to be, as you get way closer, you realize you think it's a child as you're coming up closer, but then you realize it's a gnome as you come up closer, and they actually look like as you see their face, and they're barely conscious. They're just kind of like just lifting their mouth above the water, and like they barely lift their hand like this as they hear the other person yelling for help.
Ramasha is going to be, just scooping at the water to kind of like try to hurry things along to get over closer to this person. Once it's close enough that I can reach out my pole arm and like hook the debris that they're laying on, I'm going to just kind of pull it closer to me so as not to pull that out from underneath them, but to get them to me faster.
Yeah, so you sort of hook them just as they hit the boat, so they sort of like flop over the edge and you can kind of pull them in. And this person is like...
like a little kid.
This is what seems to be a male gnome, and he sort of is like coughing up water as you get him onto the boat, and he's barely conscious. In fact, he sort of like looks at you all in relief and just like almost falls unconscious.
Henry, I'm going to need you to take care of him, please.
Yeah,
Feel better, my friend. We'll ask you questions in a moment. For right now, just know you're alive.
No response.
And then, just whatever, just kind of putting his head over the edge in case
like
he
so that he's
pukes,
sitting
so
up.
he can
Yeah.
spit the water out and everything.
Yeah,
and
Henry's got him.
Yeah, doing the thing. Moving on to the next thing, moving
You have a
bodies
little
out
wave
of the
to roll
way.
in,
And
right?
is there? Yes, yep. And I'm just gonna got one, moving on to the next one.
All right, and do the like. Sounds good. We're staying here.
I'm just gonna look at Roland and be like, keep an eye out around.
Does she look bad enough that I should do some laying on hands?
She looks exhausted, and she has like a couple of small bruises as if maybe she just got a little bit banged up. But she doesn't actually look, she's not bleeding. She's not in, like, she's just more in shock than anything else.
Okay. All right. And then I'm guessing, I'm assuming along with the blanket, we brought like a canteen of fresh water.
Sure.
Can
yeah,
we-
everybody's got
okay.
a water skin on them.
Yeah. So I also offer her, a water skin.
And she takes it and sort of, she's shaking and trembling, but she drinks from it.
Yep. All right. And I'll say, all right, well, take a drink. We'll get you warmed up. We'll get
She's
out of here.
chugging it, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. What's your name?
Amara.
Amara. Amara, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Roland. We're traveling aboard that big ship over there, and once my friend Ramasha picks up a couple of your compatriots, we'll get you back to the big ship, get some food in you, and we'll have a conversation about what happened.
Okay.
But just know right now that you're safe, and we'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
All right, just stay in the blanket, take a drink, get a little bit of rest, okay? Save your energy.
All right, Ramasha making his way up. And actually, Aoife and Astrid can make another perception check.
Do I know where the other body is? Where the other person
You can
is?
see it once you get to the second.
Okay. As I'm going along, as we're getting closer to that, I'm also taking a look around to see if there's anything else, if there's any floating chests or anything like that as well.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
Aoife got a 14 and I got a whopping 4.
Are you using your dice tower?
No, I packed it already.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. That's fair. I just didn't know if that was helping or hurting, so.
No, what's hurting is my crappy dice rolling skills.
Okay.
I rolled a
Straight up
natural
dice.
1.
A natural 1.
Oh.
Look! Butter!
Butter!
Wow!
Guys, did you know that a boat crashed here?
Dominic, you are a human, correct?
Yeah.
You can't see much from where you are.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, just so you know. So Aoife got a 14.
Here's what I imagine.
I'm just really high in the air right now, okay?
You know what
Like
I'm
if somebody starts
imagining?
screaming, I'm just gonna aim and shoot towards the screaming.
I'm imagining Dominic looking around being like, I'm gonna help. Climb up to the crow's nest, get to the top, sit there and go, well shit, this is a bad idea.
I can't even use Misty Step. I can't see where I'm going.
Well, you can see the bottom of the deck, but yeah, that's about it.
Aoife got a 14.
A 14, and you said a 9 or 4?
4.
Okay. So Aoife is sort of making her figure 8, and she is sort of like watching everybody get them on the boats, and she's sort of like looking around. She's not seeing any disturbances. The waves are still kind of just going. The debris is sort of creaking. All the bigger pieces of what's left of that ship are sort of groaning. Nothing yet. Nothing going on as far as she can see. And Ashrin sees lots
Okay.
of water.
Ashton's probably a little distracted by the people getting picked up.
Yep. All right.
All right, moving along.
Moving it along to the final form. And as you sort of like make your way out to this like last piece of debris, there's like you get bonked by a couple of pieces of floating wood along the way. And there is what looks like a younger, either a human or a half elf. As you come up, it's like harder to tell. It could be a half elf. And they're like, oh, thank the gods, help me. And they're sort of like trying to climb up onto the boat.
Okay, scoop.
Yeah, and they get up on there. They're like coughing up. Thank the gods you showed up. Oh my god. I never would have thought that sea monsters were real.
Hold on a minute. Like, blanket, and then just stop them for a moment. What did you see?
It was just a giant. I don't know. It was something. Something came up from under the boat and cracked it right in half. And he starts like shivering.
Calm yourself. Calm. Back to
Did they say it crackened it in half?
Oh my god.
Very disarm attack. Okay, no, I don't. Never mind.
Thank you, D.
You said, I'm sorry, what type of person thing was this? Small boy, child?
Human, a young-ish, so like young, almost looks, like they could be Dominic's age, and they could be a human, could be a half-elf.
Boy, girl?
Yes.
Non-binary.
You can't exactly tell.
Non-binary.
Actually. Yeah, because they still kind of have a high, they have a young voice. Yep.
Okay.
And
Alright.
yet very pale, very cold, shaking, and just like worried, and very like they're when they were like crack the boat in half, they started like yelling almost.
Shut up!
Shh.
They're
Calm
like, we
yourself.
gotta get out of here.
Calm yourself. We have you. You will be okay. But I need you to work with me. Why don't you calm yourself? We'll talk back on the boat.
What
For
was
right
your
now?
perception check? Oh, you nat one. That's right. Never mind.
Yep.
Great.
Does anyone else see anything that's of worth value?
Please.
My life. Go.
All right. So like you're sort of making your loop around to meet back up with Roland. Roland sees you're on the way back. I would assume Roland probably heads back towards the ship.
I'm assuming at this point we are going to like say we're like to make the signal.
Yep.
And then they're going to stop pulling us back in from the ship.
All right. And they go getting you guys, and you can sort of like row as well.
Yes, yes. And they're pulling the line along so the line's not dropping down below the sea in case there is something down there.
And the elven woman in Roland's boat is sort of sobbing. She's like, I brought so many important things with me. They're all gone. Bottom of the ocean. Pirates' treasure now.
There. Look, you have your life, which many people would say is the most valuable possession they have. So
Oh, will
at least
they?
be thankful for that.
I don't even
Cool.
have the...
Oh my god, I do have Rose. You stuck-up bitch. Jack could have found that door.
Oh my god. Amazing.
God damn.
Good.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
What did
Immediately, let's go.
Jack's like,
Get off my door.
On that other like 4 feet of boat door right next to you. No, I need to spread out.
Yeah. It's gold. You don't want to be up here.
Yeah, but if she's gonna do that, I'm just gonna kind of, while we're getting to the boat, reinsurance. Hey, you're alive and you're relatively unharmed, so
It wasn't even my own things that we lost as well. Oh, there was so much on that boat.
What are the ship hands
my
doing
God.
as her saying this?
They're kind of like, their eyes are lighting up. What'd you lose? What was on that boat?
Doesn't matter now.
Perception of the ship hands.
Yeah.
So as everybody's sort of like talking like this, making their way back, Aoife and Ashrin, some perception checks?
Yup.
Yeah, and as she's talking, I'm like, Roland's really trying to be like, yeah, I get it, she's panicked and all that, but by Valkuna, like, that lady better be a little bit more appreciative of the fact she's still alive.
I mean, you could always tip the boat.
No. Because then I would kill generic sea hand 1 and 2 as well. And I don't want to do that.
No, just 2. One is on Ramasha's ship.
No, each one of
No,
them
we
has
each
2.
No,
we
one,
each have
each
2.
have 2.
Oh, okay.
Ashrin got a
I've got Henry.
6. And
ennui.
that dice is going away. And Aoife got a 16.
Man,
All right.
Aoife's way better at looking at stuff than you are.
I mean, she's an owl. Her eyes are like the size of her brain.
So on a 16,
Sounds like Dominic.
As Aoife sort of makes her way around where the last person was picked up, after, even though Ramasha's sort of like halfway back to the first piece of debris, Aoife sort of starts to see some like waves and bubbles like up under the water, and she's like looking around, and she's sort of got the feeling that something's going on.
All right. As soon as she
I
communicates
just got major deja vu.
that
Whoa.
there's ooh creepy.
Have you been in a ship like this
as-
before?
As soon as Aoife communicates that to Ashrin, Ashrin's gonna turn around and yell at the people hauling the boats in to go faster.
All right, they start.
Get him in now!
Whoa! And you guys start rowing. Let's see.
And she's gonna cast mage armor on herself.
All right.
Do I see anything?
Anyone who wants to, because I was just about to offer it to the people in the boats, make a perception check.
Not worth much, but okay.
Jesus.
Jesus.
God. Right.
You said perception?
Yep.
15. I like perception, not
Six.
initiative.
Perception. I got a 13 unless you'll let me use my passive perception.
I got a 6
25.
unless you'll let me use my passive.
Well, anyone who is Roland, I would allow, because if you're focused on talking to this
Keeping her-
lady, yep,
Yeah.
then your passive can be that. Dominic, you were helping look out, so I think that would. Well, you can't see anything anyway, so.
I know.
So the
but it
dice
would
tell
still
the
be better than a
story.
6.
Dice tell the story. You can't see shit.
I wouldn't be able to see with a 14 either, okay?
So what's your passive?
16.
Okay. And you got 15.
I got a
Who else,
15.
did anyone else roll?
Yeah, I got a 25.
Olga has laser
Damn.
vision. Jesus.
Jesus.
The eye of Sauron opens over the boat.
Well, I
So-
would imagine Olga has, being a thief,
Yeah, she's got
she has good
eyes.
eye. Yeah.
Olga's
And
over there singing the song, "Get out of the water."
No. No.
So sort of like
N-O. Huh.
all at the same time, anyone who got over a 14 sort of sees on the farthest piece of wreckage and like these tentacles rise up from under the water and like pull the piece of wreckage down into the water.
Olga turns around and walks away.
Let me grab a life
Bruno's
jacket
probably starts barking.
for no reason at
at
all.
that.
And so, just
I would imagine
for
Bruno starts barking.
review, this is 70 feet or so away from the
50,
ship.
70, yes.
I made a cute little drawing with stick figures in case
Perfect.
anybody's curious.
Perfect.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. With
All
this,
right. All right. So with I'm sorry. You go ahead, and then I have something I'd like to do.
okay. As soon as Ramasha sees this, he's going to turn back around, push both of the people back down into the boat, and yell at the ship, "Get the sails down now! We're in danger! All hands on deck! Battle stations now!"
I thought you were going to say he pushes them
And you can hear
back
the people
into
in the
water.
boat whimpering, or the person that was conscious is just like, "Oh my god, I knew we'd come back!" And the elf is like,
In my boat?
yeah,
Do I hear that?
yeah.
"We will protect you. I need you to be quiet.
The elf starts hyperventilating.
Pull faster!" And Ramasha is literally like drawing his sword, drawing his pistol, and just watching from that direction now.
Yeah, right behind you.
Yep.
We have 5 minutes till
As
break.
this is happening, Dominic goes down the crow's nest
climbs
to start
down, yep.
helping pull in the ships
All right.
or the boats.
How are you kind of panicked, or are you gonna focus on climbing down?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just focused on
Okay.
getting down there to help.
All right.
Yeah.
Grab the rope and swing down.
Dominic doesn't. Panic. Oh yeah, yeah. Can I roll acrobatics?
Yes.
Let's go.
You've seen it happen many times.
Errol Flynn it, yes.
Yes.
17.
Yeah, tell us what happens.
Okay, so he starts going down the rope, and then he sees what I assume is for a sail. Like, I'm gonna 2-for-1 this, okay?
Oh.
So I'm going to, like, full Peter Pan, just grab onto this, do a yank, and let it, like, take me around as the sail comes down and lowers me down with it.
Nice, very nice.
I'm totally picturing like Pirates of the Caribbean, and you're doing it kind of. Yeah, like the music is playing, and you're just going.
Yes.
Ah!
Except I'm not screaming because I don't want to draw attention. But I am thinking in my head, I have a bag of dirt. I have a bag of dirt.
Can I roll perception to see if Ashrin sees Dominic do this?
Yep. And you do
Come
hear
on, dice.
Ramasha.
Okay.
Just in case, I would like to point out that I have
13?
I have something in my inventory. It's a magic ring that we got from Fraymore that gives me +1 to my AC and +1 to all savings throws. I just want to bring that up.
Keep that in mind. You'll need to add that. Okay.
Oh.
Are you wearing it?
Dope. That was not the answer I wanted.
Oh, why?
Because that implies that I'm going to need to know either my AC or my savings throws.
Dude, there's a reason I cast Mage Armor. With a 13, does Ashton see Dominic swing down
Yeah, you can
on the
sort of
rope?
hear it and then see him. Yeah, you were able to turn around and see the flourish of the sails go down, and
She's just
Dominic sort of making his way down.
I learned a thing or two
All
about
right.
a thing or two on this ship. My lizard taught me.
All 3 days you've been on it.
Yeah. It
All
was
that
like,
drinking
yes.
gave him knowledge.
Ashton's also gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying all that drinking gave him knowledge.
Ashton, while all this is happening, because she knows she will be useless at trying to help pull the ship in, she's just gonna ready 2 Eldritch Blasts right in her hand.
Ooh, nice, nice. Yes, Lil Needs Dominic did get his lizard, and on this little cliffhanger, let's take a quick final break. Check out our clips one more time, and we'll be back with the action. Dun 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 dun.
That's good. Well, because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fair.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
All right. Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural, Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging
Okay.
bodies down the road on your cart.
We're not
We
dragging them
made
down
a-
the road. They're on like
we made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. that's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it on my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes, because it's axe training day.
That's it.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out,
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like
see it.
Yep, he kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start.
You got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard, and you're damn right. I pulled that card and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Now this goblin knot, it's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling, because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Pavovis cabolus muca involta, goblin snot, bugbear boogies, used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Huh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I
Oh,
mean for
God.
another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand. There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time.
She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck. I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, "Thank you."
Bye.
Bang bang.
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. Not at all.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
All right, but
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you. And I will TPKO you. Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was pro.
Oh no, so
streamer
they
move
didn't
right
hear the
Pro
Yeah.
stream.
Professional streamer.
absolutely professional.
Yeah.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
That's good. Well, because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
thing
right.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right, right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scop.
I forgot
Hello.
to ask. Did I put my water wings on before we got in the boat? Forgot to ask that.
We were allowed 1 inner tube each, right?
Yep. Yep, totally.
Sweet.
We have
And
a
they
wish
look
spell,
like little
right?
flamingos.
I wish.
There's a wish spell somewhere.
It's looted when you defeat the Kraken.
I wish the Kraken was our friend.
Welcome back. On this exciting note, shall we play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
Dragons.
I think we're playing Seas and Krakens is what we're playing.
That might be what's
I
happening.
hate you so much.
You're welcome.
Seasoned
I love you.
Krakens. That sounds like
I love you too.
a weird kind of cracker. It's seasoned Krakens.
Seasoned Krakens.
Yeah,
Seasoned
seasoned
Krakens.
Krakens.
Oh, there goes my ride.
Anyway,
That's
so
funny.
we have Ramasha and Roland's boats headed back to the ship. We have Aoife, who just saw a set of tentacles kind of come up and grab a pile of debris and pull them down into the ocean. And everyone was able to be like, get out of there! Dominic swinging down from the crow's nest, bringing the first sail down, the center sail down with him, as the rest of the crew that's on the ship brings down that front sail, and they kind of like look at you as you come down. They're like, all right, kid, good job. Backward.
Huh.
All right,
Look at that.
what's everyone doing?
Dominic's gonna help get the boats in.
I'm waiting to defend this boat if anything comes near.
Yep. My first action is to grab generic Sea Hand 1 and or 2, and tell them to get all 3 of the survivors below deck.
Oh wait, have you guys made it back to the ship then?
Not quite. That's the plan, though, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, when we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you were just... Ramasha was getting back to where you were, so you might be getting to the ship, if you didn't wait for him.
I mean, because before we started getting yanked in, he gave the signal to head back.
My understanding
so
was,
you
turned around.
Yeah, and then he yanked in, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to get there. So I'm going to say... So
you're
when
about
we get
30
there,
feet
I'm
ahead
going to
of him.
hop up. Yep, so I'm going to get up, help yank his boat into, and then giving the instruction to generic ship hand 1, get Omara and the other 2 survivors below deck now.
All right, so he sort of...
Go down there, get him some food, get him a place to stay safe.
Yeah, they get the elf lady down. She's like literally almost hyperventilating. Darnat follows them down to try to go help calm her down. And as Ramasha is getting towards the first pile of wreckage, you can see, if you're looking behind you, looking to defend the ship.
Yes.
So everyone who's looking can see these tentacles sort of come up and grab the second pile of debris and just pull them down under the ocean.
He's like getting his sword ready. He's like...
That means he's 20 feet away from, or it's 20 feet away from Ramasha. That was 20 feet away from Ramasha.
Okay.
And Ramasha's still 30 feet away from the boat.
And Ramasha is 30 feet away from the
With that, especially, Ramasha is instantly like ready to hit and sees that it goes underneath, turns, looks back at the boat, and says, "Get the ship moving!"
Yeah, they had already pulled up
Ash-
everything and started to. Go ahead, Ashrin.
Ashrin's gonna fire her 2 Eldritch Blasts at the far debris to try to distract it.
The middle one that you just saw go under, or the third one that it
No,
took
the
first?
where the far one was, so away from the ship compared to Ramasha.
All right,
So
you
just
sort of
just picking out some debris to blast in there.
All right. Yep. So you sort of shoot your Eldritch Blast at it, and sort of like, purple
it'd be
sparks everywhere.
2 of them.
Okay. Purple sparks or flashes everywhere, and it sort of probably goes down a little bit into the water too. So, let's see if there's a visible reaction. Not a visible reaction, but definitely a spark show, or not a visible reaction that you can see from where the debris just went down. But definitely a big spark show and something to pay attention to.
And I would have, because it's force, so I would have tried to have it.
Oh, okay.
really-
So sort of like a...
Just force damage. So yeah, it would be like pushing at the water, creating
That would...
It also
definitely...
blows some
at
of the
least-
wood apart
at least
too,
a disturbance. Yeah, it would create at least some disturbance in the water, which is
Gotcha.
That's a really good idea.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay.
And then she's
now-
gonna ready 2 more as soon as those go off.
Yeah, and that's because you get one for a bonus action, right?
It's a cantrip, so it's 1 action. It's two blasts for 1 action.
Oh, it is just 2 blasts per... Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And as I'm helping haul the boat in, I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Mugwort and say, "Do you have any large harpoons on this boat?"
We probably got something for this. Let me go take a look.
I recommend going looking very fast.
Yeah, I saw it. He's already, putting the word out. And,
And I'm
Totally.
like, he's taking this really nonchalantly, and that kind of scares me.
well, there was urgency in his voice, but yeah.
I totally picture
I'm
him.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I totally picture him as just being like, it's about to get very fun.
Yeah. Lila has run up to the bow next to Ashton as well. And she seems to be readying some magic as well.
Hey, Lila.
Alright, so as Ramasha closes the gap, let's see, how are we going to do this? This thing can close the gap easily, but is now distracted, so let me do this. Or could be distracted.
Low roll, low roll, low roll.
Okay.
Or
Go
a really
ahead,
high
let's-
roll if it's perception.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
What am I looking for?
A roll that's gonna help us.
Yeah.
A good roll.
A good roll.
Nat 20.
Nat 20!
Not good enough.
So, everybody is
20.
just all hands on getting that last boat in. And Ramasha is sort of like, also getting them to row.
I'm
So-
assuming at that point with a nat 20, I'm just going to say that I start telling the hands to stop rowing and start grabbing that rope and pulling towards them.
Well, either way, you've closed, as you close the distance,
We
more
need to get
so
there faster.
directing them to just climb up and, passing the people up.
Yep.
So you're passing up the unconscious
I
person
freaking
first.
threw the gnome up there.
Yeah. Everybody, get ready!
Yeet the gnomes!
The younger person sort of starts clambering up there. He's just pale, scared.
Yep. And I'm now that he's there, now that they're there, I'm gonna make eye contact with the kid and be like, below deck now.
He just, in shock following, and people are carrying the gnome. As this is happening and as the boat is coming up, you can see the top of some sort of sea creature, sort of like almost as if it had gone to check out the disturbance and is sort of like tilting to change directions back towards you.
Can I use the force?
Actually, at the sight of the sea creature, Lila's readied magic missile shoots out of her hand.
Nice.
So let me see.
You better
Magic
kill it,
missile.
otherwise you're gonna piss it off.
As she's launching
Yeah.
magic missile, I'm going to tell someone as I'm climbing up to launch a flare.
Up into the sky?
Yes.
Okay. Someone does that. And actually, as she lets go of that magic missile, let's get everybody to roll for initiative. And I'm going to change the music again. We were on Pirates.
Come on.
Now we're on. Oh my gosh, there is a song in here called TPK. You sly devil, you.
High Seas Pursuit. is what I'm gonna do.
Can I just use this moment to ask if Dominic knows how to swim? Like, I want to say yes.
Didn't you say he's
But,
never
like-
been on a boat? Probably
Well, he's
he
never
knows
been
how
on a
to
boat, but he's
swim
been in rivers
lakes.
and
yeah,
stuff.
rivers and
Yeah.
lakes where he can
Yeah,
touch.
lakes and rivers.
So
But
he
maybe
knows
not,
the
like,
basics of swimming, but he's never
Don't
been
go-
on a
Waves and
don't-
things.
Yeah.
Look, don't go swimming in seas. Just stick to the lakes and the rivers that you're used to, okay?
Disconnect.
21.
I know you're
All right.
gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I really think you're swimming too fast. Okay?
7.
11.
7-11. In the middle of the ocean?
Oh my god.
They really
Claire?
are everywhere.
7.
And Tony, also 7. Okay, you two can choose who goes first on each turn.
Okay.
16. And that's with my -1 on initiative.
Ooh.
16.
We both
I rolled a 7 with
17.
my +5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mine was 11 with my +3.
Ha! I am faster than you guys.
I can't see, Tony.
That's why you're
Yeah,
wearing
no.
glasses. I get it.
Well, and as the flare goes up, that probably bounces into balls of light around the ship. So, Dominic, you can now see within 30 feet of the ship. And then
Yay.
the thingy. And then, Ramasha, why don't you make a roll for your crew?
Ooh, I like the other one better. Add anything or just straight roll?
You can add your dex modifier.
Ooh. Okay. That is 12.
A 12. Okay, so we'll stick them there as well. What's your dex modifier?
+4.
Okay, so there are 13. Okay. All right, we've got this. And I actually... Okay, let's see. So we've got 21 for Ramasha, 16 for Roland, 11 for Ashrin, and 7 for Dominic and Olga. Does Aoife get a separate initiative? And Bruno...
She would go on mine.
Okay, and it's your choice if you want Bruno to go on your initiative or you want to try to roll. You'll have to have the dog stats up ready for you.
Claire, don't leave us hanging.
Sorry, I
Are you
missed.
gonna roll or have her on you, or have Bruno on your initiative?
No, Bruno's in the.
He went down below.
Yeah, he went down
Okay.
below with all the other
You sent
people.
him down below. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
My
Alright.
lizard is also down below. He is not in the initiative order.
Okay, good to know.
It's just hissing.
Guess what? Dominic secretly captured a kaiju, so
So
Just
magic missile. This Lila kicked this off. You create 3 glowing force darts of magical force. Hers are green, and she sort of like pew 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 out of her hands at the sea creature as it rears its head up in the area that Ashrin created the disturbance as it's sort of turning around. And it's going to do
70 feet away at this point.
Yeah. Yep,
Can
she's
we
got
get
120
the can we get the boat map up?
Yeah, let me do that.
Oh, so do we need to get
Yeah,
the roll 20 now that I'm talking about it?
Oh.
We're gonna probably not be able to get fully into combat tonight, so you don't probably need to get into roll 20 tonight. But I pull up this map. I'm gonna make an extended one so we actually have the rest of the ocean next time as well.
Okay.
But so she's gonna deal 1d4 damage, 1d4 plus what was that?
And at this point, we just see 2 tentacles, right?
No. Well,
No,
anyone
like
who
in-
was looking saw the body of a sea creature sort of come up to sort of turn around, and it does look squid-like.
Okay.
All right, so she's going to do
look.
3d4 plus 3.
Looks like it's calamari for dinner.
Oh my god.
All right, so that is going to be
The water's pretty
7,
inky today.
9.
You have any documents you need to sign? Because we're going to get plenty of ink after this.
That deals a good burn. Like they all connect at the top of
That was a
the
good burn.
sea creature, and you hear this sort of like as
I
it
didn't
does not
hear
seem
any-
very happy. Oh,
I
did
didn't
it cut
hear
me off?
anything either, yeah.
Hold on, let me do it from over here.
You went like this.
Let me do it from over here.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Still oh, okay.
Still
Well, like
nothing.
screeching. Okay, like weird screeching, almost
Oh,
like
okay.
tire screeching, but like painful screeching, but higher pitched.
Okay.
It's so painful your mic didn't want to hear.
There you
Your
go.
mic didn't do it either,
No.
Tony.
No mas. I know, because well, you guys don't hear me when I make any cool sound effects anyway, so it's all good.
That's true.
I have to make terrible puns, then you hear me.
Must not be that good of sound effects.
And Ashrin, you
Your
said you
mic
had
doesn't
ready
even want to pick it up.
some Eldritch Blasts
Accurate.
as well, correct?
Yeah, 2 Eldritch Blasts.
So you can send off the ones you had ready before the initiative hits as well.
See,
Okay.
I can't hear Eldritch Blast without hearing Travis Willingham say it. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast.
Eldritch
So
Blast.
the first one is a dirty 20. Ooh, dirty 20. Does that hit?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is not a magic missile. It should. Yes, it does.
No.
I was like, if
barely.
it doesn't, we're all screwed. Does a 20 hit? No.
And it does 6 damage. And then
Can we
the
put
second one.
can we get those rescue boats to now be escape boats?
The second one is a 16.
16. Just hits.
Okay.
And
now we know the AC.
That does. Come on. Only 3 damage.
Good. They heard it on stream, I think. You said 3 damage? All right.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
The
it would
first
pick
one
up.
did-
Yeah, because stream has your microphone, not Discord.
Yes,
So
Discord is
Yeah.
awful.
The first one did how much, and the
Just
second one
kidding,
did 3.
Discord. We love you.
If people would stop talking, the first one did 6, and the second one did
Gotcha.
3.
Total
What
9
was that?
damage.
I didn't hear you. Could you say that again?
So quickly, just pew pew, firing off like some heavy magical damage at this creature.
Pew pew. What is she, Canadian?
Oh my god.
He went to
All right.
church.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
Well, folks.
And that's force damage if it makes a difference.
Yeah, they both were force damage. So this thing, once again, you sort of like hear it wail out in pain. It was like still wailing from the first wail, and it just just like this screech, like "Rawr!" And
Oh, that was good. With that.
it like dips back, and you can see like the tentacles kind of come up, and you can easily tell, anyone who's looking can tell, this is a very large giant squid. And it's like tentacles come up in the air, and they like slap down on the water and cause like a wave and make the boat kind of like rock a little bit as we get into initiative.
Oh. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and I would say as Ashrin fired off those blasts, she'd be like, "We need to get out of here now."
Yep. And the boat
I'm
is
imagining
just-
the boat just goes like full Looney Tunes and just like up on its tail and like through the water.
There's now 3 guys at the back of the boat.
Yes. Yes. That exactly.
All right, Ramasha, you're up first.
All right. Ramasha's climbing up on board, making sure they get it up there and so forth. And after he's told everyone to, after he's said for someone to light up a flare, he's going to. Where is the thing compared to the ship? I'm assuming we've turned and are heading off this direction.
You didn't say you turned. You just said to
Just
get the boat
asking.
moving.
Where is it? I don't know.
The squid that you could see just went under from 70 feet directly ahead of you.
Directly ahead. All right.
Zigzag.
Zigzag, zigzag.
I'm gonna tell him to wheel it around, and I'm gonna say it. Start getting the cannons ready on the starboard side.
All right, everyone starts running around.
And with that, he doesn't have much at the moment, but he's going to look at Dominic with the light that's in the air.
Well, someone sent up a flare and some light globes around the
With
ship.
the light that's in the air, he's going to look at Dominic, and as he points his pistol out to the water, he's going to do a command strike, and I'm going to fire my pistol at the thing, and I'm going to need you to attack as well.
Using
Yeah,
his
let's
reaction.
go.
Does that use his reaction?
I'm looking right now,
Okay.
sorry. Commander strike. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. Okay, and at this point I do have extra attack, so I'm only going to attack once. And bonus action, you need to strike Dominic. Not strike Dominic.
Right,
Dominic's
but
going
does
to
it say whether he uses his reaction for it? Because otherwise...
What is it called?
The creature can immediately
Commanding
use
strike?
its reaction. Okay,
Yeah,
use
use
its
his
reaction
reaction.
to
That's what I
make
thought.
one weapon attack.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yep. And I use one superiority die. Yep.
Do they get
Okay.
to add that to their attack?
No,
no.
no,
Okay.
it's using the
I'm just
superiority.
using
It's
the
kind of
die.
like key.
Yeah.
It's like key for fighters.
Exactly.
Okay. I
Sometimes
rolled
you
a
get to add it
27.
too. Are you
Let's
attacking with your bow?
Damn.
With true shot?
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to do? Punch it?
Yes. I want you to jump out the boat.
I want you to
Let
hit
me
me
just-
as hard as you can.
Let me Let me throw my dagger at it.
Channel your inner Kira.
Okay,
Are you
Kira, I got
using your bow? That was good.
Right, 27 definitely hits.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta find a D8.
You guys can't kill my monster before it breaks your boat.
And I also rolled a 16, just so I...
To hit?
Yes.
With the gun?
Yep.
Okay. You just hit.
Okay.
10 damage. Piercing.
Okay.
Dominic, fire!
Oh, let me check something. Those other two were
Okay.
force. Okay. I got this. Where is it? I saw it.
Little did you know, Dominic didn't have his bow. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought it had.
I can see him like he does this cool move to slide down the sail, and then it's like, oh crap.
Oh, I forgot my bow up
man. My bow's in your crow's nest, guys.
there. It'll be 1 minute.
If he did punch it, he could just swing with the rope, swing out to the creature, punch it, and swing back to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick it. I'm just gonna kick it right in the eyeball. Does it have an eye?
Kick it.
I'm gonna kick it.
Kick it. Da,
1d10.
da,
Wait, 1d10 plus what?
da, da.
Hey, Tony. Roland has spells, right?
No
How far
attacking
is it?
spells.
Oh,
How far?
hey,
Attacking spells? Okay, never mind.
question. With this move, since it's not my attack, can I cast Hunter's Mark?
The only thing that got used up by this was your reaction. You still will have an action and a bonus action on your turn.
Right, but I can't use that until my turn is what I'm
Correct,
asking. Like
correct.
with this, can I
Yes.
do that?
No, correct.
Okay.
You can only attack
Okay.
on this.
Okay.
12
Christy, the
damage.
best I could do is compel duel it to make it only fight me. It's kind of the best I can do.
So, literally, commanding...
Get over here, yeah.
It's so funny the idea of you being like giant squid.
Fight me. Come at me, bro.
Exactly.
Yep.
I don't
about
know
the
why
best
that's
I
so
can do.
funny.
Why
That's
don't
the
you
best
pick
I
up
can
someone
do.
your own size?
I was just curious. Ashton's gonna have a chat with everybody on the party about, like, for example, maybe if a creature were to have disadvantage on certain saving throws, certain saving throws, that might be the most useful. But that's for future combat.
All right. So, with commanding the them to swing the boat around, then
Huge
start loading
screams of pain again from the thing, too.
with saying to load the starboard cannons, get those ready and aimed at the thing. He points his pistol out there, aims, fires directly at it, and hits it for 12 damage.
Yep, you both hit it right before it actually went under. So it is under the water after those 2 hits.
Okay.
And because it was on its way down. Well, actually, I guess no. Technically, it hasn't. It's not down until its turn. So it's on its way down, and you both still hit it. Rolling. Oh wait, sorry. Are you moving? Bonus action. You use your bonus action.
I will move over to start helping people aim the cannons.
So you're going towards the back of the boat.
That's on the side. I'm
Right,
assuming
but-
we just went on the side of the boat. Did I?
They're on the stern side of each side of the boat. The cannons are.
Oh, they're not on the sides?
They're not right in the middle. No, they're a little bit more towards the stern.
I'm going to be on the stern then.
Okay. So you're going to use your movement to run. You were at the bow, and you've got, what, 30 feet? I can do this. I don't
Honestly,
have to count
that
this
would have been a different thing. I would have
have
said
the
just
20
fire
in
the
front
cannon at that point.
Ruler, you were... Oh, my art has a boat, one cannon on the front as well. You can get halfway to the stern in your turn.
Okay. I mean, is there a cannon facing it right now?
You
or
were
no?
having them turn the boat around, so... I mean, at this moment, but they'd have to be readying it. So the one that's facing it wouldn't be able to shoot right now.
Okay.
Okay. Roland with the crew on deck.
Has Mugwort come back up with harpoons?
No, he's part of the crew.
Balls.
Smite.
I have to melee hit it to do Divine Smite.
Oh, you do?
You can ready an action.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it will trigger.
As soon as a harpoon
I
hits my
know.
hand.
Throw it. Would I know where harpoons could possibly be?
At this point, I would assume so.
I'm trying to think if you might have one, I guess, for protection on the boat. And it would probably be hanging actually probably somewhere around the cannons near the stern.
Okay.
All right. Are they?
Because it's not a whaling ship. It's not,
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess I will just ready an action. As I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see. I have not done anything with preparing cannons, so I'm gonna leave the crew to that because I'm gonna guess they know what they're doing there. What I will do is I will run to the closest area that a tentacle might smash up on, and I will ready a attack with the hammer, and then I'll get 2 attacks because I'm a level 5 fighter.
Okay. So you're going to ready your 2 attacks.
Yep.
At the bow of the boat.
Wherever I feel like the strongest possibility of a tentacle coming up will be.
Okay. Well, the thing was coming at you guys, or went under straight in front of you. So you probably would assume to be towards the front-ish, but where you could still be, because the bow sort of points upwards. So just before the bow starts pointing upwards kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. The crew is making their way up. Going to take their action to prepare the cannons, anyone that is near one. And Lila is going to ready another magic missile for when she can see the creature again.
Wait, it's still above water, right?
Oh, that's right.
It hasn't gone below
That's
water.
right.
'Cause
That's right. It
taken
hasn't been
turn
able to
yet.
go under yet. That's right. So she is going to shoot it again. Okay. 3 more magic missiles from Lila. Ooh, not as good that time. 5 plus 3 for 8. Okay. And she's just going to stand back and stay ready. And the others are using their action to prepare the cannons. And turn the ship around. So they're starting to turn it. You wanted them to turn it northwards?
Yes.
So that the right-hand side is now facing where the thing was?
I mean,
Or is going down?
Are those cannons correct?
Yeah, we'll say it's one on each side and one on the front.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was already a cannon facing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said anything. But yes, I need a cannon.
Oh Jesus!
facing
There's a cannon up front. Yeah. Okay.
You could have fired the cannon right then, and then fired the next one.
It's okay. I was honestly only thinking of these 2 on the side, so.
I fired my hand cannon.
Exactly. Okay, so on that note, the monster goes down below the surface and cannot be seen. Although, as it was harmed so badly during that round, you can see the water all around as it went down is fully black, as it inked all over the place and then went down.
I inked.
You guys made me ink.
Hey, bro, not cool.
Okay, and that is going to be Ashrin with Dominic and Olga on deck.
All right, and so we cannot see it anymore.
Correct, it is now under the water.
So I am going to ready it in, and you'll see Ashrin's hands kind of start to form this globe. And I'm readying shatter for when I can I can see it and it's within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
Whoa.
So I'd be doing kind of the same thing that Roland's doing. Like, as the ship's turning, I would be facing the last kind of area that we saw it and kind of moving along to keep facing that area as the ship turns. And I already cast Mage Armor because I did that before we started, and nothing else that I have is helpful, so that's what I'm doing. I'm readying
And-
shatter.
You're just using your movement to stay where you want to be positioned.
To stay facing where I want to face. So it
Okay.
shouldn't be more than 5 or 10 feet of movement.
Okay. All right, with Dominic and Olga, both of you get to decide how that goes.
Well, I already got to take a hit at it, so you can go first. Ladies first.
I mean, Olga can't really do anything either, so she's just
Same.
gonna run to. Well, I guess the stern is more facing it now, right?
It's
Will
now.
be.
It's going to be making its way to side on by the time we get back to the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just gonna run that
It's aiming for
direction.
broadside.
Yeah, she's just gonna run off in that direction, so that way when it comes back up again, she can be on the correct side of the ship and use her bonus action to ready her bow.
That's a free action to ready. You're readying. You're readying your action. So you can get, if you want to head towards that side, you would end up about where that anchor looks like it is on the picture. You can use all of your movement. Oh, okay, it's you're like on the side of the ship, but still towards the bow, and then you'd be able to head more towards the stern if you need to.
Yeah.
All right, and you're readying your bow, Dominic.
I assume because it went under, I cannot hunter's mark it.
Correct. You cannot.
You can
see
hunter's mark
well,
it,
unless
but you can't
it doesn't
hunter's mark.
say you have to see it. Like if it doesn't say in the spell that you have to see it, then you have
It
attacked
does.
it.
It says that you can see.
Okay, when you can see it, yeah, you can ready that.
You can hunter's mark Roland.
Yeah. Heck,
Why
you
do, I
roll
feel like, why do I feel like something's about to attack me?
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
You treacherous bastard.
That's me. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot blindly at around, like, could I see the angle it went down?
Sure,
when it went down, or did it just go?
Well, after all the screeching and like it like flayed out its tentacles and started to go down, and it took a couple more hits as it went down, and it inked, and it was sort of angled, kind of like this. If this is the boat, as it went down, but it was further away. Obviously, I'm just trying to show you my hands.
Okay.
And it went down like this.
Okay. I am going to blindly shoot into the water.
Where it went down?
At where I think it is.
All right, make an attack at disadvantage.
Oh, heck.
Heck.
You don't have line of sight, so.
Okay. 24?
Jesus.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
I
if
rolled a
it's where-
17 and a 13.
Wait, but it's where you shot where you think it is. Where did you shoot?
I shot, basically, if I am at the front of the boat, I shot basically directly down. Because if it was going at an angle under the boat, I went at the angle that I saw it going.
We're now sinking. No.
Okay.
Which
I
to
shot
be
myself
fair,
in the foot.
Dominic would
yeah.
know that based on like.
He said he shot closer to the ship, so I'm gonna.
I swear I fixed it. I don't know why it went back.
It bounces off the ship into the water and hits.
Roland.
It's me. I shot myself in the foot.
I knew something was gonna attack me.
Let's do this. Well, yeah, and that was at disadvantage. Holy moly. Okay.
I have a plus
so
11.
I'm gonna say
I wasn't expecting you to hit that.
from the front of the boat, shooting at an angle like that, you're probably shooting about 10 feet away from the boat. And so the question is, how far can an arrow make it through the water once it hits the water?
That sounds like a question for Google.
Yeah.
How far can an arrow
What do you have for a bow?
travel
It's a good one.
underwater?
It was
It's a
Sindle's
really good
bow.
bow.
It's
It's
a
a
long
plus
bow.
one. It's a magical bow. And yes,
Okay.
it's a longbow,
I would say probably half the distance that you have.
which is 120.
Okay, so 120 feet.
It's
is
150.
150.
Something
Here's an answer from a hunting site. Yes, you can nail them 6 foot down at the steep angle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
What I'm
6 feet.
rating
Alright.
is like 3 to 5
All right,
feet.
on a 24, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you.
Busters.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. I'm also casting Hunter's Mark.
Well, you can't see it though. You were making a blind shot.
Come on.
No.
Just this one.
He's already letting you hit it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
come on
know.
out, D.
I'm
he's already
attacking.
being generous.
I'm
You
attacking
talked your
the
way into
ocean.
hitting it. I attacked the darkness.
That is a 7 for damage.
All right, and you surprisingly hear a
wait,
screech.
Wait. Can I cast Ensnaring Strike
What is
with
that?
that?
What does it say?
Ensnaring Strike. This time, the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, which is 1 minute, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and target must succeed on a strength saving throw. It does have advantage, strength 14.
Okay, so, but the thing is, you asked me to cast it after the hit, so on the next hit, that would take effect.
Heck, you're right.
Sorry.
But that's fine. I'm still casting it.
Okay, so, and yes, so like, that is cast on the arrow, not, you don't need to see.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's cast on the attack.
All right. So, and like I said, surprisingly, you do hear a screech of pain where you hit, and Dominic knows
Get wrecked.
that that thing is right in front of the boat.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Yeah, we're about to.
So I hate to do
It
this
says,
to you all,
"Ow."
but as we hit the top of initiative order, it is 11 p.m.
That's fine. That's
And
fine.
we all turn into pumpkins.
And meanwhile, Roland's like, I swear to God, I'm gonna hit it the minute I see it.
Yep, where the rest of us are just like, we're ready.
Yes. I am going to switch our music to Pirates, and I'm going to switch us to our end screen. And on that cliffhanger note, oh, did I not put the picture? Okay, well, there's no video there, but we're going to have a different video there anyway one day.
Someday.
On that cliffhanger note, it is unfortunately time to get back to the real world, my friends. You don't get to find out if you're having calamari tonight, or if the calamari is having you.
Ah.
Although
Well
y'all are not messing
Nice.
around. You have dealt 59 points of damage to this thing.
Yeah.
So,
In one round.
I might not
go.
get to break your boat.
Let's
But
go.
my friends, as much as I would love to break the boat tonight, it does not look like it is happening. We are going to find some friends to bring our energy and hopefully some D20 or some nat 20s on over to. Anyone got a suggestion? I know Black Tower is probably back online.
Black Tower's on right now.
Okay.
Yep.
That's easy because I know how to spell it. What?
As I said, do we want to go on an adventure?
An adventure.
Right,
What's an
these
adventure?
people, reality
just-
fix. Twitter.
Somebody find somebody else to. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do Black Tower. They're always good peeps.
They're
All
good.
right, let's do it. And also, I think we have a button. Anyone who's been saving up their points, you can help guide the raid. So I know a lot of people do have a lot of points on there. So you also can give players. Oh, why is the chat on there? It shouldn't be there. You also can give players an inspiration roll. Which, speaking of tonight, did people finally use some of their inspiration? Who still has
I
inspiration?
kept rolling too high. Jeez.
I still have inspiration.
I still have my birthday
I don't.
inspiration.
I need to use it more.
D is the only one without inspiration. Okay, but
I
you know what?
used
For
it
your
all.
I do
sick,
not.
On my
for your
I do
sick-
not.
for your sick roll down the mast and swinging to get the sail going, that's definitely inspiration worthy. And shooting
Yes.
this freaking thing blind through the water. All right, you got one. Let's give it to D. Give it up for D.
Yeah.
Yay!
Everybody working together under pressure.
Under pressure.
Let's go. Do.
All right,
Go
folks.
VIP.
Let's see if
No.
our,
Kick it.
No.
can our
Queen.
party
Not
survive.
Vanilla Ice.
Yes, can our party survive the next session, or will we have a bunch of squid snacks floating in the water?
Will we have
What's
a new
next?
party next time? We'll see.
Join us next
Tune
time
in.
on
Break 20.
Bye, everybody.
All for viewers like you.
Later.